More Air Conditioning presents Westside Warrior Football on Tubetown. Sponsored in part by Denver's Refrigeration, Max Garage, Ace Sports, and First National Bank.
That's right, just $1. This special is limited. If stock on hand items, so come early, shop for the best selection. We also have some exciting new items in the store, including yard signs, ball caps.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Westside High School football on Tubetown, presented by Ritter Communications and More Air Conditioning. Tonight is homecoming for the Westside Warriors as they take on Cave City. I'm Blake Gwynn. I'll be joined by Andy Manus later. We'll break down the game for you coming up soon. But as you can see down here on our field, we are getting set for homecoming for the Westside Warriors. We will be bringing you the full homecoming ceremony tonight here on Tubetown. So let's go ahead and head down on the field as we welcome you to the jungle. Homecoming theme this year for the Westside Warriors, and we'll turn it over to our public address announcer as he introduces our homecoming court and the participants here tonight for the homecoming ceremony here on Tubetown.
like to welcome everyone to the homecoming court presentation. Thank you to the students, staff, and parents for participating in this week's events. Now, we will introduce our homecoming court. 8th grade maid, Ashley Kirchable, escorted by her grandfather, Chuck. Ashley is the daughter of Kevin and Lori Kirchable. She is involved in student council, volleyball, Arkansas Junior Storm Volleyball, and Walnut Street Baptist Youth Group. She enjoys going to church, hanging out with her friends. In the future, she plans to attend ASU, go on mission trips, and get better at sharing the gospel. 8th grade maid, Ashley Kirchable. Ninth grade maid, Ella Sloan, escorted by her father, Mark Sloan. Ella is the daughter of Mark and Amber Sloan. She is involved in student council, drama club, and female leaders society. She enjoys softball, hanging out with her friends. In the future, she plans to graduate college and become a zoologist. Eighth grade maid, Ella Sloan. Ninth grade maid, Megan Hunter, escorted by her father, Chris. Megan is the daughter of Chris and Amy Hedger. She's involved in volleyball, basketball, and AAU basketball. She enjoys hanging out with friends and going to church. In the future, she plans to go to the University of Arkansas. Ninth grade maid, Megan Hedger. Ninth grade maid, Erica Johnson, escorted by her father, Eric Johnson. Erica is the daughter of Eric and Jessica Johnson. She is involved in volleyball, track, band, and theater. Her hobbies are singing, hunting, and hanging out with friends. In the future, she plans to attend college, followed by medical school to become a dermatologist. Ninth grade maid, Erica Johnson. Tenth grade maid, Havana Kocher, escorted by her father, Harold Kocher. Havana is the daughter of Harold and Casey Kocher. She is involved in student council, yearbook, FCA, and the volleyball team photographer. She enjoys taking pictures, hanging out with friends, and being the mom of her friend group. In the future, she plans to attend the University of Arkansas with her sister Kai and major in marketing advertising. Tenth grade maid, Havana Kocher. escorted by her father, Joe Walls. Claire is the daughter of Joe and Stacy Walls. She is involved in student council, choir, drama club, and tennis. She enjoys singing, painting, and spending time with her friends, family, and boyfriend. In the future, she plans to go to college, get a job, get married, and become a mother. Grade maid, Claire Walls. Eleventh grade maid, Allie Kirchable, escorted by her father, Kevin Kirchable. Allie is the daughter of Kevin and Lori Kirchable. She is involved in volleyball, National Honor Society, Jonesboro Junior Leadership Team, Yearbook, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Interact, and Walnut Street Baptist Youth Group. She enjoys hanging out with friends, watching movies, and listening to music. In the future, she plans to graduate high school and attend Arkansas State University. Allie Kirchable. Eleventh grade maid, Leighton Tippy, escorted by her father, Charles Tippy. Leighton is the daughter of Charles and Catherine Tippy. She is involved in Air Force JROTC, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Interact, CIA, National Honor Society, Junior Leadership Society, cross country, and track. Her hobbies include running long distances, reading, baking, and traveling. In the future, she plans to graduate from the Air Force Academy and become a C-130 pilot. Eleventh grade maid, Leighton Tippy. Twelfth grade maid, Grace Harden, escorted by her father, Jim Ed Harden. Grace is the daughter of Jim Ed and Sherry Harden. She is involved in Interact, National Honor Society, CVC, and the soccer team. Her hobbies include traveling and spending time with family and friends. In the future, she plans to go to college at Arkansas State University. Twelfth grade maid, Grace Harden. Twelfth grade maid, Sarah Johnson, escorted by her father, Tim Johnson. Sarah is the daughter of Tim Johnson. She is involved in Spanish club, basketball, track, cross country, and the Quiz Bowl team, and she is the vice president of student council and National Honor Society. Her hobbies include running, driving her Mustang, and watching old movies. In the future, she plans to attend college and pursue a degree in neuropsychology. Twelfth grade maid, Sarah Johnson. Twelfth grade maid, Rainey Minton, escorted by her father, Ricky Minton. Rainey is the daughter of Ricky and Susan Minton. She's involved in National Honor Society, Quiz Bowl, and the golf teams, and is the president of Student Council and the Arkansas Association of Student Councils. She enjoys any kind of shopping, attending events for the Arkansas Association of Student Councils, and hanging out with friends. In the future, she plans to attend Arkansas State University, where she plans to major in biology, become an OBGYN, and live a happy life. 12th grade maid, Rainey Minton. Maid Faith Whitmire, escorted by her father Mark Whitmire. Faith is the daughter of Mark and Shauna Whitmire. She is involved in basketball, volleyball, student council, National Honor Society, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Her hobbies include traveling, watching Netflix, and spending time with family and friends. In the future, she plans to attend Arkansas State University. Maid Faith Whitmire. The homecoming prince and princess tonight are Drake Vaughn and Ella Kate Miller. Princess Ella Kate is the daughter of David and Bethany Miller. She is in the 2nd grade at Westside Elementary. She is involved in the running tribe, basketball, and Westside musicals. Her hobbies are singing, reading, and playing basketball. In the future, she plans to be a singer, teacher, and inventor. Prince Drake is the son of Alan and Abby Vaughn. He is in the 2nd grade at Westside Elementary. He is involved in Bono Church of Christ, and his hobbies include playing baseball, watching football games, and spending time with his family. In the future, he wants to go to college and become a doctor. Prince and Princess are escorted this evening by homecoming king Luke Walls. Luke's parents are Joseph and Stacy Walls. He is a senior and involved in cross country, soccer, football, Air Force JROTC, band, choir, theater, and student council. In his spare time, he enjoys hanging out with friends and eating good food. In the future, he plans to attend the United States Air Force Academy. Westside Warriors, your homecoming king, Luke Walls. We will now announce the Maid of Honor and Queen. The 2019 Football Homecoming Maid of Honor is Sarah Johnson. Congratulations, Sarah.
Hey, if there's anybody down in the truck, I don't think we have a Cave City roster.
And now, your Westside Warrior 2019 Football Homecoming Queen is Grace Harton. Congratulations, Grace. Westside Warriors, I'm pleased to introduce to you the 2019 Westside Warrior Football Homecoming King and Queen, Luke Walls and Grace Harton. Congratulations to the 2019 court. We'd like to thank administrators, faculty, staff for all of their help in making this homecoming week a success. We'd also like to thank Pagan's Jewelry for providing the crowns for the Queen and Maid of Honor, and to Mr. Trophy for providing the King's Crown. Students in grades 8 through 12 are invited to the bonfire that will begin following the game. This concludes the homecoming court presentation. Let's give another big round of applause for Homecoming Court 2019.
Okay, so finding a heat and air guy has never been easy. But then I got more, and it's a whole new level of customer service. First, they show up on time, and before they arrive, I get a text with a picture of my More technician, like Uber. And my More team never leaves a mess. They treat my home like it's theirs. Google MOHR. That 5-star rating, it's for real.
You deserve more, so visit us online or call us today to schedule an appointment.
So the best thing about You First Banking is that you don't have to change your lifestyle to meet our needs. We change what we have to meet your needs. Whether you're the mom who's busy taking care of kids all day and you really just don't have time to stop in the bank, we have products like our mobile banking app to make things a lot easier for you so you can get things done when you're on the run. Or if what you're looking for is that face-to-face interaction, we have 20 locations across the state with someone there to help. At First National Bank, you first, always.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Max Garage for your vehicles. Locally owned with over 20 years of experience, at Max Garage, we pride ourselves on being professional, reliable, and affordable. From routine maintenance to complex mechanical issues, Max Garage can do it all. Max Garage is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Call Max Garage for your next auto repair.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
When we talk about You First Banking, what we're really saying is that we're going to take the banking experience and customize it to meet your needs. Maybe you're that person that's always on the go and you don't have time to come to the bank. We'd love to see you, but we can make it possible with our mobile apps to where you don't ever have to set foot in any of our banks. But maybe you're that person that does like coming to see your favorite teller and you like that face-to-face interaction. We've got 20 locations across the state with a friendly staff that's here for you. Only at First National Bank. You first. Always.
Our dog got hit by a car. My wife and children were very upset about losing Buddy. While I was burying the dog, I cut the cable line.
Being a dog owner myself, it's hard losing a pet. So it's very important for us to get their services restored.
There's a winter storm hitting right now. It was a Friday night. You showed up and the very next morning in some pretty terrible conditions and fixed us up.
That's what we try to do here at Ritter in a bad situation, try to make it better.
Tubetown is now available on the Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. Watch live events from Tubetown on your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick. Head over to the App Store and search for Tubetown. Once your app is installed, you can watch every live event from Tubetown. Miss our live coverage? Our past events are available on demand. Download the Tubetown app to your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick today. Tubetown, live, local, from Ritter Communications.
My name is Kevin Moody. Both of my kids do online gaming. They let me know when the internet's down.
I'm Bobby Valentine. I work for Ritter Communication and I'm a technician level 2.
My services were completely out. They sent Bobby out the next day. He told me that the box was shot.
It was shot.
With a gun. And he had it fixed within a couple hours once he got there. Bobby switched out my modem for me and had me upgraded to a faster speed. And both of my kids have been singing Bobby's praises since.
My name is Donna Ann Lucy. I am from Caraway, Arkansas. I had been having trouble with my internet.
You got a lot of important things that you do from the internet, and you don't want to miss anything.
I usually use it to book rooms to watch my granddaughter play basketball. They had someone out that day, and it was back up within 20 minutes.
And it makes me feel so good to go there and take care of it, you know, and see the smile on her face, man. That makes my day right there.
I'm James Finley, and I'm from Jasper, Arkansas. We came in to have my mother's service turned on, and she needed to pick a plan. They were patient, answered every question, and there were a lot of questions.
We just took our time with her and wanted to make sure she had everything she needed.
You could see that they genuinely cared about my mother.
I don't want to go into a store and be treated like just another number. That's not how we roll in Jasper. Treat people how you want to be treated.
My name is Raynessa Chandler. I am currently the manager of technical support for Ritter Communications. Ritter is like family in more ways than one. My aunt retired after 33 and a half years here, and currently I have 2 cousins that work at Ritter. We have a variety of talented individuals. They motivate us and encourage us to do the right thing. We're grateful for the opportunity to work at a place such as Ritter and to be able to help others, because that's what it's all about, serving others.
A beautiful fall Friday night here in Jonesboro as we welcome you into tonight's presentation of Westside Warrior Football here on Tubetown. Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn here with you as the Cave City Cavemen have made the trip to face off with Westside, still searching for their first win of the year. Meanwhile, Westside Warriors, Blake, coming into tonight's matchup on a high note after that exciting late-game victory against the Brooklyn Bearcats last week.
Absolutely, and they're riding high coming off that. You have to be. This is a good football team. They've struggled with injuries all year long, but it is their homecoming. Cave City is coming in, and if Cave City making that long drive up here could be an extremely long night for them if Westside executes their game plan. Again, Cave City still looking for that first win.
Yeah, 0-6 on the year, 0-3 in conference play. Meanwhile, Westside, they are sitting at 2-1 in the conference, so It's a bit thick right now in the 3-4A, Blake.
Yeah, it is. And, typically this conference will get lumped up like that. Westside's been right in the mix every single year since Bobby Engel took the reins, and they are right in the thick of it once again here. You got to watch River Engel. When this team is going right, he is right in the middle of it. So goes this team, so goes River Engel. And we'll see how he does tonight, if he gets in or not. But again, you can expect to see them watch their game plan early on as they take on a winless Cave City here.
Yeah, I got to see a little bit of River Engel last week. He did not start the game. We saw Dylan Russell under center for the most part last week against the Bearcats, but could be different this week. We did see River a little bit later in that game, had a great pass that set up a couple of Logan McPherson runs, and then ultimately the Logan McPherson touchdown run there at the end of the game. But none of those runs happen without River Engel coming into the game, and they dial up the right play to Jared Garner right there at the end of that, and again come away with a 1-point win. Trying to do it again here tonight, maybe in a little less dramatic fashion, though.
Well, you see those two names that you just keep calling out. You see River Engel come in injured and take over. He's the character of this team. You hear Logan McPherson's name called, and at the end of the day, those are the two guys that really seem to control the way this team performs. And again, hopefully they come out, play the game they're intended to play. Should have not a lot of trouble with Cave City here tonight. But you cannot lose sight of these things because they're winless. They can put up a fight here, and we'll see what they do on the road tonight.
Cave City will let the opening kickoff bounce out of bounds. The Cavemen will have good field position for tonight's opening drive. Again, Andy Maness, Blake Gwynn here with you tonight in Jonesboro. And this conference matchup now underway between the Cavemen and the Warriors.
Wonderful homecoming ceremony.
That's
before
right.
that, brought everybody out in the cars. Welcome to the jungle. Should be a philosophy on defense tonight if you're the Warriors. Welcome to our house. Have fun getting your first win. So it's their homecoming. A lot of people in the stands, packed house here at Westside. Defense needs a big stop earlier.
All right, Cavemen set up on offense. Two wide receivers, one tailback. The tailback takes the handoff. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Good start on D there for the Warriors. And, again, they can be tough on front on defense. We talk about their front a lot of times on offense, but defensively they can be tough up front. They can stop the run. And if you can't throw some sort of pass in there or run a lot outside of the tackles, Westside will stop you up the middle with quite a bit of success.
Junior quarterback Will DeBon awaiting the snap now here on 2nd and 10 for the Cavemen. Two wide receivers here on the near side. Going to take a shot. Got a man at the 40. Now the 45 down at the 50. First down for the Cavemen. Nice play on 2nd down. Found the open receiver.
That's what we're talking about right there. I mean, that's what you're going to have to do. You can't take that up the gut style the whole game with Westside. They'll stop you up the middle, but if you can throw in some pass attacks right there, they do have some holes you can find. Cave City found one right there right out of the gate.
Eli Taylor, the receiver on that play. Again, moving the chains. Fresh set of downs right at the 50-yard line for the Cavemen. Now, DeBon under center, one tailback in the backfield, sends a man in motion. It's a handoff right up the middle to the 40. Now the 35-30, brought down from behind by Jared Garner. And on the carry, that's Jay Wynn, moving the ball into Westside territory. 1st and 10 Cavemen.
Good offensive sequence there for Cave City. We were talking about how you run up the gut. They sold out in the run of the first play. They showed them that little pass play. It makes you look at something different, and they run it right back up the gut with some success there.
Again, that's the senior Jay Wynn on the carry. Now 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 20-yard line. So officially in the red zone here. There's a turn and a handoff to Price. And that's Jaron Price, stopped just past the line of scrimmage. Might have got half a yard on that first down carry, but they go back to that wing T formation.
That was not very well executed in the backfield. The crucial part of the wing T is well-executed handoffs and ball fakes in the backfield. That one was not very well executed. Westside snipped it out from the start, makes a big stop at the line.
They're going to stick to that wing T formation here. It's that formation you see a lot of high school offenses run, see Georgia Tech run it at the college level. There's the handoff to the middle, and I believe that was Wynn on the carry. Rumble forward for a gain of 2, maybe 3. It'll be 3rd and about 6 coming up now for the Cavemen.
So you've gone back-to-back to similar style plays right there. Look for them to mix it up here on 3rd down, about 6 yards to go. again, they will show you different looks from time to time. Westside needs to get their defensive sub here figured out. Back in the tee here, though.
DeBond under center, waiting the snap, sends Price in motion. There's the handoff to Price. Now they hand it off the other way, right up the middle for Eli Taylor, running back to the left there. And he did not get quite enough yards for the first down. It'll be 4th and short, though. Definitely 4-down territory. It looks like Cave City not going to kick a field goal.
Westside got a little bit lucky right there. That play was very well executed. He just so happened he ran right into the defender. There was a defender standing right on the other side of that gap.
They're back to the line quickly. DeBond forward with the quarterback sneak, and I think he might have got it. A little bit hard to tell from here. We'll have to see where they spot the ball, but it is going to be first down, Cave City.
I'll tell you something. That's effective. Again, Westside's looking for a little bit of a different look there on 3rd down. They run the kind of a double handoff type play, find the gap, and then a good QB sneak with the guards split apart there.
1st and goal now for the Cavemen. There's a handoff to Wynn. Wynn down near the 5-yard line. He'll be just a little bit shy, but 2nd and goal coming up. Nice little pickup of about 4 yards, and continuing to keep it on the ground here are the Cavemen. They have, I don't want to say made short work of this defense of the Warriors so far here on the opening drive, but it's kind of hard to describe it any other way.
Pretty impressive little drive there by Cave City, come out firing.
9th play of this drive. There's the handoff to Price. Price bounces off his tackler near the goal line. There's the signal, touchdown, Cave City.
Good drive. Very, very well play called drive by Cave City. Again, not just a complete ground and pound, several different looks, some well-executed ball fakes in the backfield, and they make short work of that offensive possession and punch it into strike early. Now you put Westside's back against the wall coming out for their first drive.
That was a 3-minute, 46-second drive. They took it 65 yards. They get the extra point as well. And Jaron Price has got the Cave City Cavemen on the board here in the first quarter. 8:24 left to play. We're back with more action from Warrior Field right after this.
Okay, so finding a heat and air guy has never been easy. But then I got more, and it's a whole new level of customer service. First, they show up on time, and before they arrive, I get a text with a picture of my More technician, like Uber. And my More team never leaves a mess. They treat my home like it's theirs. Google MOHR. That 5-star rating, it's for real.
You deserve more, so visit us online or call us today to schedule an appointment.
6-yard touchdown rush from Jaron Price has got the Cave City Cavemen out on top of the Westside Warriors here in the first quarter. Taking a look at our field level cam there. New addition here on Tubetown tonight. 8:24 left to play in the first. 9 plays, 65 yards. Blake took 3:46 off the clock here in the first quarter. How will Westside respond?
Well, if you're coaching defense for Westside, you're going, you're going to have to make an adjustment coming back out because Cave City made that look relatively easily. You made a good stop on the first play of the game, tried to run it right back up the gut, but then they showed you a different look. And from that point forward, Cave City pretty well had their way on offense.
Short kick. They're going to kick it out of bounds, much like Westside did on tonight's opening kickoff. So, again, the Warriors will now have good field position on their opening drive of tonight. 3 first downs on that drive by Cave City. They even converted a 4th and short that set up that goal situation.
Yeah, that was a big play. Went with the QB sneak. It was very effective. Picked up that first down and just kept on trucking. Now Westside needs to come out and show what they can do on offense as well. Like to come back with a quick score here and not put your defense under pressure. A little bit of a long drive, let them catch a breather after an extended drive and get a score here.
Well, we know that Westside loves to control that possession clock. We'll see what they do here as River Ingle out on the field in the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers, all day Tyler Ray in the backfield. They'll toss it out to McPherson. McPherson at midfield, down the far sideline. Cuts back to the center, and he will lean forward to about the 35-yard line. A nice play on 1st and 10 for Westside already into Cave City territory.
That's what these two allow you to do. Pitch and catch between River Engle and McPherson. That's what they can do. And, again, when River Engle's on the field, Logan McPherson was injured early in the year. These guys can do things like that. It really opens up this offense for the Warriors.
Well, we haven't seen this look from Westside very often this
Absolutely
year.
not.
And you've got Tyler Ray in the backfield, and that play action there is deadly. Taking a shot downfield, looking for Garner. Garner turning, looking for the ball, off the receiver, and it will be incomplete. No flag, and actually that went off the back of Jaron Price. And there's a flag down at the 10-yard line.
When did that come out?
That came out awfully late.
My goodness. I'm not disagreeing with the call. I did think he was pass interference. He was hanging all over him, gave him no chance.
He also never turned to find the ball.
Right. He had no chance to come back and get it. The guy was hanging all over him.
It looks like this is going to go against Westside instead of.
So he kind of made a
unsportsmanlike conduct.
A little bit of a mouthing motion. I guess he was not happy with what Jared Garner must have said and his actions right there. Referee missed a call. Absolutely. Take a look at this play. This is a missed call here. I don't normally like to call the officials out too much. Got some good friends that are officials, but this is pass interference.
Yeah, the defender never turned to find the ball.
I'm not arguing with the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I don't know what Jared Garner said, but it was an absolute blown call. But now they're backed up. This completely changed the complexion of this drive.
Yeah, 1st and 25 now. They're back from, and McPherson got a big-time head start there. So they'll back it up 5 more yards.
Well, you can't let this
they're
completely
back
unravel.
beyond where they started possession on this drive.
Yeah, you can't let this completely unravel here. Now you just got to take your time. Don't make any mistakes. Don't try to get too aggressive. Run your game plan here. See maybe if you can gain some yards, get a good punt away, and get field position at this point. Don't do anything goofy like throwing a pass away. Again, set your defense up well.
Well, now they've changed formations. It'll be Engle under center with 3 backs in the backfield, Ray and McPherson. McPherson will take the handoff. Running to his left, he's able to weave his way to the 50-yard line, get some of those yards back, but still second and a long way to go.
I am excited about what I saw Westside come out there and do. It came out, it was kind of like, who are you? But River Engle can pass. They have some receivers. I like that look that they showed, but you can score and you can move the football on plays just like that. They've done it all year long, and this is what you stick to in this second and extremely long situation.
Turn, and they'll hand it off to all-day Tyler Ray. Ray will be met at the line of scrimmage, though, by a couple of cavemen. Big Austin Bailey, one of the linemen in there for Cave City, and it will now be 3rd and long coming up. Look at Big 70 just getting in there and getting his hands all on Tyler Ray before he was able to go anywhere.
Yeah, that was a good move. Good, quick move. That's a next-level line play there for that young man, and he stops that run in the line. Again, Westside's got really one game plan from 3rd and this long.
One wide receiver. Let's see if they go play action here. If they dial anything up, they won't. They'll pitch it out to McPherson. McPherson cuts back to the numbers. Now to the middle of the field. At the 40, they will trip him up, and it will now be 4th and long coming up for Westside.
I like that play call there. You're probably not going to pick up a first down. At this point, you're trying to set up, a punt. But McPherson can break one, too, and go outside the tackles, give him some room to run and see what he can do. And he improves the field position significantly at this point. Now you're to a point you might look at throwing a pass downfield to the point that even if it was intercepted and possibly well defended, it would almost act as a punt. So now you're to the point you could throw a pass here on 4th down. Let's see what they do.
Looks like that's what they're lining up for. Oh, and we had another wide receiver jump off sides there. That was McPherson once again. That's the 2nd time. So it's the first time that we here on the Tubetown crew have seen Westside line up in this formation. It seems like they're still trying to get the rhythm and the cadence down on that. So that's 2 false starts on McPherson here.
Could be something that they've worked on in practice over the week. And again, McPherson's not used to lining up outside like that. He's typically within earshot, very close to the quarterback. But again, it looks like they're taking the same game plan here, possibly the exact same play. Got him in the slot now.
Engle looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket now. He'll step up and fire. Incomplete past the intended receiver, Kessler Engle. And Kessler wanted a flag saying he got hit, but the pass looked a little uncatchable. I think his argument was he was the defenseless receiver and took a little bump there at the end of that.
Yep. Incomplete pass there, though, and now Cave City has decent field position. Now, if you're the Westside D, you got to get a stop here. You got to get a stop here. You don't want to go down 14-0, and decent field position for Cave City. Let's see if they can come out and move the ball like they did last time. Very impressive drive for them.
Took just a little under 3 minutes off of the clock here in the first quarter. DeBon will turn and hand off to Wynn, and Wynn will rumble forward for a gain of about half a yard. So we'll give him a full yard, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Good stop there by the Westside D. This is just how the last drive started, though. Short run up the middle, but we know Cave City will throw you some different looks, and we'll see what they come back with right here.
Now we saw them mix it up between the wing tee and the shotgun formation on their opening drive. Going back to the wing tee here on 2nd and 9. Wynn in the backfield, Price lined up to the left. He goes in motion. He'll take the handoff. Cuts back to the middle, trying to find a gap to run through, and it closed quickly on him. Might have picked up another yard, so 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's what the Westside D's looking for right there. Now you got to be on the lookout at what they throw at you next here. 3rd down, relatively long, 8 yards. They could throw several different things at you here, and that can make them pretty effective on offense.
Yeah, back-to-back runs up the middle. Let's see if they mix it up here. 3rd and 8. Play action, looking to throw. DeBon passing back across his body off the hands of the intended receiver, Tyler Martin. And as Blake mentioned, a flag down in the backfield, probably coming back for holding here. Unless Westside declines, that will bring up 4th and 8.
Yeah, there was a pretty...
They're going to decline it.
Yeah, that's what they should do. Take the 3rd down. But again, you saw what they did there, the play action coming back out the other side. Cave City's got to be careful, though. One of their guys in the backfield already started on that play before they snapped the football. It's a dead giveaway on what you're doing when you do it that way. Now they're going to punt the football away. Here, be careful on plays like this with teams like Cave City. They tend to mix it up a little on you there. You got to have a little bit of protection.
High snap, punter catches it, just gets it away. It looks like somebody got a fingertip on that one. It will sputter down to the 35-yard line, and the Warriors will come back out.
Good quick stop for the Westside defense. Just what you needed. Got your confidence back after that pretty tough first drive that they gave up the touchdown on. Now the Westside offense, decent field position coming back the other way. We'll see if we see any more of that shotgun for the Warriors.
They'll come out on their own 35-yard line. 4:31 left to play here in the first quarter. Only took a minute 21 off of the clock there, did that last drive. 4 plays, a minute 21. Back to that power I formation. Garner, the lone wide receiver for the Warriors. He's lined up to the right, but they'll hand it off to McPherson running to the left. He's at the 40, he's at the 45, the 50 down this near sideline. He'll be chased down and pushed out of bounds. Good job by Briley Finster, the lone defensive back out here for the Cavemen. Probably saved a touchdown there.
Yeah, McPherson was quick around the corner and found an open seam. And ran around, but again, was good defense, pulling the other way, and we're able to push him out of bounds there because those are the type of runs McPherson will take you deep.
Engel under center. Tyler Ray, the up back. Let's see if they hand it off to him. No, they'll go back to McPherson. McPherson with a big hole to run through at the 30. At the 25, he gets tripped up. And, boy, he had a lot of green grass out in front of him.
Yeah, completely missed play call on defense there. They were not looking for that at all. He goes to the other side and had all day to run. Had it not been for some secondary in the area, he'd be in the end zone right now. But, again, that dialing up that with Logan McPherson, you give him that much room to run, he gains that much speed. It's going to take you 5 yards to stop him on top of it. Again, the West Side's going to have a lot of success if it keeps going that way. And I'll tell you, Cave City's not selling out on the run thanks to the big pass looks that Westside gave them early.
They do have 10 guys in the box here looking to bring some pressure from the outside. There's the handoff to Nate Hedger.
Moving the football well right now.
Yeah, couldn't quite pick up the first down there. It'll be 2nd and 4 coming up. Nice little 6-yard gain there by Hedger.
Very nice. And again, Westside kind of backed Cave City off early with those pass plays. And now they're running their typical run game at will here. Here it comes again.
Here's McPherson. Blows by one defender in the backfield.
Wow.
Spins off of another. And it takes an additional 2 cavemen to bring down McPherson.
I'll tell you, that won't look like much in the scorebook, but he made something out of nothing. Initial contact actually in the backfield. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally number 5 takes him down. Unbelievable run. Doesn't look like a real power back. Looks like a really kind of an agility type back, but he runs for power, and a lot of times he hits you and just falls down.
So 1st and 10, they did move the chains on that run from the 11-yard line. There's a handoff to all-day Tyler Ray. He gets down near the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up.
He's your go-to guy in these situations. You'll see him so many times inside the red zone, get the carry. He'll bust it up the middle. He'll gain yardage every time, and from time to time he'll break one of those wide open and punch you in the end zone in one play.
It's like a little bowling ball coming out of the backfield. 2nd and 6. There's the handoff to McPherson. McPherson running to the right, diving for the goal line, got there. McPherson into the end zone for 6 points, and the Warriors are an extra point away from tying this one up.
Well, there's just not a lot you can do when that guy does something like that. I mean, he is unbelievable. Just watch this. They hit him again in the backfield, first contact, and nothing you can do. Guys so agile, so powerful, and this is the Westside team we knew we had. These guys are relatively healthy again, and they're playing the game we know they can play.
And the extra point looked like I thought it might have went wide right, but it does go through the uprights. And the game is tied 7-7. Cave City and Westside 2:22 left to play here in the first quarter. Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn back with you right after this on Tubetown.
So the best thing about You First Banking is that you don't have to change your lifestyle to meet our needs. We change what we have to meet your needs. Whether you're the mom who's busy taking care of kids all day and you really just don't have time to stop in the bank, we have products like our mobile banking app to make things a lot easier for you so you can get things done when you're on the run. Or if what you're looking for is that face-to-face interaction, we have 20 locations across the state with someone there to help. At First National Bank, you first, always.
Andy Maness, Blake Gwynn back here with you at Warrior Stadium. Westside knotting it up at 7. 2:22 left to play here in the first quarter. It was a 6-play, 65-yard drive. Took 2:10 off of the clock here in the first. It was a 6-yard touchdown rush from Logan McPherson that put 6 on the board for Westside.
Westside looking like Westside there. They came out in the shotgun, but it was very effective. Set up their run game on that drive. And they were so efficient and effective on that drive right there, and they tied the game up.
Kickoff taken at the 10-yard line. They're going to hand off with a little reverse. The return man cutting through the middle of the field at the 30. At the 35 now, taken down between the hash marks on the other side of the 40. What a nifty little return there by Maddox Moreland.
Very good. Very athletic. Very good return here. Kind of a shorter kick. He just picks it up and goes off to the races. Sets them up with great field position as well. Look at that. Little lateral, little handoff.
Great
jukes,
two
guys.
Man.
Again, guy falls down, broke somebody's ankles.
That lateral quickness.
Impressive,
that
man.
lateral quickness was very impressive.
That was filthy.
There's the turn, there's the handoff. Looking for a hole to run through. Now a cut back the other way. Flag is down in the backfield. The tailback takes the ball out to the 50-yard line. That's a new tailback, Dylan Holt, on the carry for the Cavemen, but this one's probably coming back for holding, and there's the call. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. This one will be spotted way back now at the 30-yard line.
This can be said for most plays in football, but that is happening in most of the time in the Cave City backfield. It happened on the last drive. Hasn't really cost them a lot yet. A couple of plays were meaningless for them, but they got to get that cleaned up. That's going to get called all night.
So now it'll be a long 1st and 20 for Cave City.
And these are the type of plays that team like Cave City, you get backed up like this, you don't have a lot in the bag to get you there. You've got to just kind of finesse it, see if you can break one open and get the first down. 2
wide receivers here on this look, and 6 seconds left on the play clock. I believe the Cavemen going to call a timeout. So 2:03 left to play here in the first quarter. Cave City burning their first timeout of the first half. We're back with more, all tied up at 7 here at Warrior Stadium. Taking a look at the Cave City Cavemen as they call their first timeout of the first half, trying to talk some things over. Got themselves in a hole here because of a holding penalty. 1st and 20 from their own 32-yard line. 7-7 is the score, 2:03 left to play here in the first quarter. Out of the timeout and out of the huddle with 1 wide receiver back in the wing tee. Tailback goes in motion. There's the handoff on the sweep. Running to the left and brought down in the backfield is Travis Dawkins. 2nd and long now coming up for the Cavemen.
When you don't have a big aired out passing game that you can go to, you have to play a clean game. You can't get backed up 1st and 20 because that's what you run into. Westside knows you're trying to finesse it. They know you're not going to throw a long pass play here deep into your own territory, so they can sell out on the run play all day long.
Westside looking like they're bringing a little pressure from the outside, and they do, but Cavemen running it right up the middle. They'll pick up maybe 2-3 yards on that 2nd down carry. Looks like they'll stop them for a gain of about 2, so maybe 3rd and 18 coming up.
Pretty good execution in the backfield. I love watching these offenses like that. Westside runs a variation of that. I love watching that. That was very well executed. It's one of them deals, we watch a lot of football. It's hard to find the ball coming out of it, and still Westside picking up on it. And picking that up on field level is harder than picking it up from where we're sitting. And impressive defensive stop there. 3rd and long play. Interesting to see what they do here.
They're back in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. Here comes Brady Johnson. He bowls over 1 defender. DeBon escapes, tosses downfield, and somehow his receiver made that catch, but the referee is going to call it incomplete. Maddox Michael coming back to find that football, slipped and still made the catch on the ground, but the referee says it hit turf first.
Yeah, Moreland, he wasn't acting too upset that he called that. I think he knew that he trapped it, but boy, that was to even get close to that.
Can we look at number 20 right here, just bowling over Jaron Price right there? Wow.
Watch this.
Woo.
That's close.
It looked like he caught it off the ground. He didn't have his hands underneath the ball, but still a good job by Maddox Moreland.
Yeah, that was a good athletic play to get back to that.
Short punt to the sideline here for Cave City. It'll go out of bounds, and it looks like they're going to probably spot that one right at midfield. Well, now kind of close to it, maybe about the 45.
You don't put a lot of stock into punting until you don't have one. And, that hurts you right there. I mean, no matter what you say, that hurts.
Yeah, if you're just trading field positions, eventually that is not a successful game plan.
It'll get you. And, again, you can't get backed up deep into your own territory because you don't have a way of getting back out. So, again, something to watch there for Cave City. That was a short punt, Westside with good field position here, and then go back to their guys.
A 3-and-out here for the Cavemen. Gives it back to the Warriors. Here's the handoff to McPherson right up the middle. Oh, the defender trying to strip that ball out of McPherson's hand. Good job by Logan hanging on to that. He's gonna give the defender a little bit of credit there. That's Jay Wynn coming in trying to strip that. Look at that. He gets a hold of it. Just can't quite yank it out of there. But, boy, he jerked it backwards a little bit.
Wasn't for lack of effort right there, though. He went in and got his hands on the ball. Good aggressive defense, something you can't teach there. Guy having a nose for the football. That'll end the first quarter. Good first quarter of football.
All tied up at 7. Westside and Cave City in this conference matchup. Cave City trying to find their first win of the year here on Tubetown.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
Andy Manus, Blake Gwynn back here with you at Warrior Stadium. 7-7 is the score. Getting ready to start the second quarter. A couple of rushing touchdowns, one for either team. Has got the score all knotted up. 6 yards out, both of those touchdown runs. 6 yards for Jaron Price from Cave City, 6 yards for Logan McPherson from Westside.
I love figuring out how they're going to find new ways to get McPherson running the football, catching the football. They tried to throw the passing game to him early. I love watching this offense work when they're at full strength. They're at full strength tonight. I'm looking for a big drive for them here.
McPherson in the backfield, Garner the lone wide receiver. There's the turn and the handoff to McPherson. Trying to find the corner over here on the right side of the line, and that's Maddox Moreland, able to wrap him up around the legs. An impressive effort by Moreland on offense moments ago, and that was a equally impressive effort on defense, bringing down McPherson when he's coming out of the backfield full head of steam like that.
One thing you get in high school football is the two-way player. You don't get that even at all levels of high school football. Yeah, but to watch that kid come out with a great effort on the offensive side of the ball and then make a great open field tackle on a tough back in McPherson to start off the defensive drive.
Now a 3rd and 9 coming up for Westside. There's a pitch to McPherson to the left. Oh, and he got taken down hard right at the line of scrimmage, and that was Jacob Jones laying the lumber there.
Don't sleep on this Cave City defense. They are physical. They move to the ball quickly and picked him up coming out of the backfield. Makes a great tackle and a good hard hit in short field right there.
4th and 8 now. Westside looking to punt this one away. McPherson awaiting the snap. Gets it. And puts quite a leg into it. Great punt by McPherson. It'll bounce down to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they will down it.
A little bit of an unlucky bounce there. That could have bounced a few more yards the other way. But, again, that's what we were just talking about, having somebody who can punt the football away. McPherson punts that thing and really not completely flips the field per se, but pins Cave City back into their own territory inside of the 20. And, again, that is big for your defense, for time of possession, everything like that. And again, Cave City's proven not to be able to do that, but a good kick there by McPherson.
Well, like you're saying, when you put an offense, it puts an offense in a hole that does not appear to have a ton of weapons at their disposal, unfortunately. There's the handoff right up the middle, and the Warrior line will stop it. And that's not to take anything away from Cave City at all.
No, it's not the case. They've got a lot going for them. They do have talent there. They do throw some different looks at you. They are a tough football team. Again, it's tied at 7 here against a good Westside team on the road. But that being said, when you pin them down inside of their 20, they are an 0-6 football team. You don't give them any unneeded advantages.
2nd and 9 coming up after the 1-yard rush. Send a man in motion. Right up the middle. A lot of running room at the 40. Now the 45. And the Cave City Cavemen and Eli Taylor scoring from 81 yards out. Just like Blake and I are talking about, on the money. You can't give them any unneeded advantages here.
Say we don't have any weapons again is what they told you and I. Say it again. Busting it wide open.
Well, as soon as he hit the second level, there wasn't anybody near him. There wasn't nobody going to catch him.
Westside was sold out on the run, which they were correct on that. The problem is there's nobody in the safety net back there to catch him, and he just took her all the way to the house.
Oh, I think like his shoe came off maybe. Football goes off the foot of the kicker, and it'll be 13-7 after that. 9:48 left to play here in the second quarter, and Cave City out on top of Westside. We're back with more right after this.
If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Max Garage for your vehicles. Locally owned with over 20 years of experience, at Max Garage, we pride ourselves on being professional, reliable, and affordable. From routine maintenance to complex mechanical issues, Max Garage can do it all. Max Garage is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Call Max Garage for your next auto repair.
Taking a look at the Cavemen, they have just hopped up to a 13-7 lead over Westside. 9:48 left to play here in the first half. Andy Maness, Blake Gwynn here with you. An 81-yard touchdown run from Eli Taylor, and boy, was he scooting.
Absolutely, and again, we were, had been a tad rough on Cave City early on. They're an 0-6 team, but they're coming out saying, talk about our record again. We're better than people give us credit for. We have the ability to come out here and compete, and they have come in here on Westside's homecoming, have a 13-7 lead with two commanding scores so far.
They're going to kick this one deep. Westside's going to have to go get it. They pick it up at the 1, and they're going to say it's a touchback. So Nat Hedger tracking that one down, and it goes into the end zone. That might have worked out better for the Warriors.
Boy, yeah, you needed that because that was about to be. Cave City coverage was good on that play. Good kick here. And where has that been all night? I have not. They went with the pooch kick early, and now they come back with that kick. And again, we talk about field position. Didn't make a lot of difference to Cave City on that drive when you bust open a 80-yard run play.
2 plays, 82 yards.
But Westside has the ability to do the exact same thing right back here to you. A big defensive stop here for Cave City could really put a lot of momentum on their side.
There's a handoff up the middle. Westside fumbled it. Ball's on the ground. And I think Cave City got it.
No.
They did. The Cavemen taking advantage of a Westside fumble. And now Cave City's got it in great territory on the 23-yard line.
This has been a consistent theme with this Westside football team. It has been fumbles, turnovers, but particularly fumbles. And when you're in a pretty well exclusive run team, the fumble is your kryptonite, and it bites them here. I mean, now you give an offense that has now scored on you twice, field position just outside the red zone. Cave City needs to take advantage right here.
Looking to strike after the turnover. Price goes in motion, and I think somebody else went in motion along with him. And the referees will stop that one before it gets started.
And if you're Cave City, that's what you can't do right there. Every bit of the momentum of this football game is on your side. Now you back up. Now you're just 5 yards, still good field position, but you need to play a clean game here. You got your whole playbook at your disposal on your side of the field.
You got the Warriors in a bad spot here, a chance to extend the lead, and if the Warriors get down a hole, that's not a place they like to play from. They do not like to play from behind. Win in the backfield, Price to the left. Eli Taylor to the right. Taylor's going to get the handoff. Running back to the left now, stopped at the 25-yard line. Got back to, I believe, the original line of scrimmage, or at least close to it. I think it'll be 2nd and 12 coming up.
You're still in bend, not break if you're Westside here. Still 2nd long. You can give up a little bit of yardage here. Just don't give up the big play. Shut them down. Force them to make a decision on 4th down here with it being 4th and long. So you here on 2nd down, you're still in bend and not break. You do not have to stop them behind the line. Just don't give up the big play.
DeBon in shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Looking to throw to his right. Got a man over the middle. It's Taylor. Taylor out to the 15-yard line. And a nice little pitch and catch there for the Cavemen on 2nd and long. Take a look, just well executed. A quick pass, nobody out in front of Taylor.
Still not a complete disaster, though, here. It's still 3rd down. Come up with a big stop right here. Have them make a decision on 4th down. Just come up with the big stop. Again, we were in bend, not break. You didn't want to give up that much yardage, but you're still in a decent position here. just bear down on defense.
3rd and 2 coming up, and
trying to get a guy off the field. Look,
Coach Brunstrom throwing a fit over here on the sideline. He threw his hat down, not happy with his team right now. They call a timeout. Their second timeout of the first half. We're going to take a timeout alongside with them. 8:26 left to play in the second quarter. 13-7 the score. Cave City leading Westside.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
Cave City had to burn their second time out, not happy with the play call out on the field. Coach Brunstrom wanted to make sure his team has it right here on 3rd and 2. They've got it on Westside's 15-yard line, a chance to do a little bit more damage as they've got a 6-point lead over the Warriors. 8:26 to play in the first half. Andy Manus, Blake Gwynn here with you, 3rd and short. There's the snap, turn and a handoff to Wynn. Wynn leaning forward, still on his feet, trying to get a push from his offensive line, and as they fall forward, referees spot it, and we have got a new set of downs coming up here for the Caveman. Take a look at the replay, Blake. Just stayed on his feet with that little extra effort, got it right there.
Yep, strong run right there, and Cave City playing a great game on offense so far. Every one of their possessions, besides that 1 3 and out, have been solid. Now they are at a 1st and goal situation. Or is it first and 10 still? Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 11. It's a handoff to, I believe, Price. Trying to take it up the middle. And actually, that's going to be Jacob Jones. Nope, that was Price. Beg your pardon.
You want to capitalize on the Westside error and score and really put their back against the wall early in this game, force them to answer. Cave City been so impressed with how they moved the football right here against a tough Westside defense. See what they throw at them here inside the red zone.
2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line. Price goes in motion. He takes the handoff, avoids one defender, spins. Now he's back up the middle. Be brought down near the 5-yard line. Nice little move there and a second effort there from Jaron Price.
A lot of things you can do now. Just outside the 5, it looks like. Lots of things you can do. Knocking on the door. One of the things about running the offense the way that they do is you can give them several different looks, and you're really in your bread and butter this close to the goal line. You know, passing teams tend to struggle when they get down to your red zone. Your run teams tend to capitalize in this area. We'll see what they throw.
All they have to do is get it down to the 1. They don't have to score here on 3rd and 5. There's the pitch, running to the left. It's Taylor trying to find a corner, leaning toward the goal line. I believe he's got the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal coming up.
Who would have thought they'd come up with the first down and not the touchdown there? Just a little bit of room in between those two markers. Just gets down. I think it was a good ball spot there. I really do think it was a very good ball spot.
Just shy of the goal line, it looked like.
And but again, a lot of things they can throw at you right here. If you're the Westside D, you just got to do the best you can. You could just try going right back up the gut 2 or 3 times here and then throw something fancy there at the end.
Win in the backfield, but it's going to be DeBon taking the snap himself. Westside seems to think they stopped him. Still no signal from the officials. I think we've got a 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, not sure how he didn't get in right there. That was close, man.
Yeah, how do you not get in?
It is
from
really
the
close. Look
line?
at where they spotted this thing at.
Here's DeBon again, a second quarterback sneak. And I think that's back-to-back stops. I don't think they scored on that one either.
That is unbelievable. Tell me, is there a fumble on that play?
Westside comes out holding the football.
Wants it. They're not going to give it to them here. No.
3rd and goal now coming up for the 1.
Look at where they've got this. I don't know if we got a shot of that. It's kind of at a weird angle. We got the steady cam on the back side of it there. But look at that ball is literally spotted. The nose of it cannot be off the white line by an inch. And Westside has had back-to-back stops. Unbelievable here. We're about to have a shot of it from our Steadicam here.
Cave City breaks the huddle with 5 seconds left. Another quarterback sneak.
Did he get it that
Did he
time?
get in
Got
that
it
time? He did. The
Yep.
referee signals, and Cave City has extended their lead. It's a quarterback sneak from Will DeBon, and another 6 points on the board for the Cavemen. Take another look. The quick snap.
That was bound to happen. I mean,
Yep.
they were literally inches away from the goal line. I'm impressed Westside got 2 stops there at all. But now you're Cave City. You've capitalized on the fumble. You're about to go up by 2 scores, and you are complete ownership of this game. Just what you wanted to do coming in here on the road on Westside's homecoming.
And they are going to go for 2 here. There's the handoff to Price. Price cuts back up the middle, trying to find the goal line, and he cannot get there. So the 2-point conversion is failed. 19-7 is the score. 5:11 left to play here in the first half. Can Westside answer? We'll find out when we come back in a moment here on Tubetown.
When we talk about You First Banking, what we're really saying is that we're going to take the banking experience and customize it to meet your needs. Maybe you're that person that's always on the go and you don't have time to come to the bank. We'd love to see you, but we can make it possible with our mobile apps to where you don't ever have to set foot in any of our banks. But maybe you're that person that does like coming to see your favorite teller and you like that face-to-face interaction. We've got 20 locations across the state with a friendly staff that's here for you. Only at First National Bank. You first. Always.
Plays 23 yards. Took 4 minutes off of the clock here in the second quarter. It was a 1-yard touchdown rush from junior quarterback Will DeBon. Cave City, and now they lead this one 19-7. They went for 2 after that touchdown, Blake, but couldn't get it, trying to get it to 21-7. But Westside is now backed up in a 2-touchdown hole. They've got to figure out a way to climb out of it here before the end of the first half.
Yeah, you can't try to do too much. You know, you can only score one touchdown per possession. So can't do too much. Just play your game. Not an insurmountable lead here. Good, clean offensive possession, and now you're going to have good field position to start it.
Yeah, they'll spot this one, I believe, at the 35-yard line right there where the ball goes out of bounds. So they do have 5:11 left to play with here in the second quarter. All 3 timeouts for Westside.
You know, Westside can move the ball almost at will against any defense that we've seen. Every one of them. The fumble all year has been the problem. And it's like you're spinning a wheel saying no whammies with them when they come out there. You don't know when that's going to bite you again. They can move the football on anybody. They have no trouble moving the football and executing. But they've got to avoid the turnover.
McPherson's in the backfield. He'll get the handoff, running to his right, just lowers his shoulder, searching for that 40-yard line, finally gets there. Pickup of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up.
That's all you need. You know, that's all you got to do. Get her halfway there, get her the rest of the way the next possession. They've got the tools to do it in the backfield.
Seen a steady dose of McPherson and a little bit of Tyler Ray here and there. Again, I really like that shotgun formation they were in earlier with Ray in the backfield and McPherson in the slot. That's a great formation to have. Engel under center. Takes the snap, hands off again to McPherson. McPherson to his right once again. Able to pick up another 4 yards on the ground. So 3rd and I believe 2 coming up now from the right hash marks for Westside.
Kind of settled back into their traditional offensive looks here, and it works for them. Again, moving the ball, positive yardage on every single play. Now they got several ways to push this thing across the marker.
Game clock at 4:10 left to play in the first half. Again, Westside still has all 3 of their timeouts, trailing by 2 touchdowns. There's the handoff to McPherson running to the left this time, and he gets tripped up. But a late hit comes in there at the end of that. McPherson had his knee down, but right there at the end, Lane Stout came in and laid kind of a cheap shot on McPherson. He was clearly down, it appeared.
Yeah, and that's going to be a first down play, and you came up with a huge stop. Huge stop. And then you make a silly mistake like that. Maybe a slow walk over to the sidelines for whoever executed that penalty right there. That is a killer. Killer.
Yeah, senior Lane Stout, 6'2", 255. That's a lot of body weight coming at you when you got your knee on the ground.
You know,
Take another look at the replay here. See right there, he's clearly down, and Stout just comes in and just gets a little push.
I don't think it was blatantly nasty. It was definitely a late hit, but after watching it the second time, I think he thought maybe he wasn't down and he was finishing the play off. At first, I thought that was really dirty. And
I thought it was when it happened in full speed. It kind of looked like he body splashed.
Yeah, and I'm thinking he might have thought the guy maybe wasn't down. We've seen that before here.
Gave him a stinger splash over here at the 50-yard line. Play action, looking to throw. Engel taking a shot downfield, just overthrew Jared Garner. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You know, from a team that literally never passes the football. That was not a bad-looking pass play. I mean, they know what they're doing out there. Little overthrown, but a good-looking pass play here. Good tight spiral, hangs in, makes the pass, just overthrows him just a little bit there.
Got to credit Garner there too, laying out for it to it.
Body on the line. They look at it. That's fun.
Yeah.
They should do it every other Wednesday. It'll be fun.
McPherson in the backfield. Kessler Engel lined up at wide receiver now here at the 40. Ball spotted at the 42. Little reverse there as they hand off to Garner. Garner reversing his direction now at the 35, still on his feet, brought down at the 30, but a flag is down back here at the 40, and this one's probably coming back.
Didn't see the egregious one there. We'll see. It's definitely a hold, but we'll see where we don't get the luxury of the numbers there. I didn't really see it. Let's watch the replay here.
Yeah, take another look. They faked the handoff to McPherson and then handed off to Garner. And then I think there it was, a little push in the back there.
That was a hold. Close.
So they'll replay the down. 2nd and 18 coming up. 3:40 left to play here in the first half. Still some time left on the clock here for Westside to work with before they have to start thinking about using timeouts. They're going to come out here in shotgun. 4 wide receivers. It'll be Tyler Ray in the backfield. McPherson lined up in the slot here on the right side. He's going to go in motion.
Oh, no.
And once again, we've got a false start on the Warriors. Boy, every time they have lined up in shotgun formation, they have struggled with the cadence, I believe.
They definitely have the ability to do damage from the shotgun, but you can tell that's not something they've done a lot. They haven't practiced a lot. And they are, like you said, they're struggling with that cadence there. You've got guys lined up, at receiver that don't normally line up out there. You know, McPherson and guys like that are typically in the backfield, and you do that. That is difficult to do when you don't ever do it.
Westside going to burn their first timeout of the first half. Still have 2 remaining. Cave City has 1 of theirs. 3:40 to play in the second quarter. 19-7. Cavemen leading the Warriors. We're back with more second quarter action right here on Tubetown.
Our dog got hit by a car. My wife and children were very upset about losing Buddy. While I was burying the dog, I cut the cable line.
Being a dog owner myself, it's hard losing a pet. So it's very important for us to get their services restored.
There's a winter storm hitting right now. It was a Friday night. You showed up and the very next morning in some pretty terrible conditions and fixed us up.
That's what we try to do here at Ritter in a bad situation, try to make it better.
Cave City leading Westside as we'll welcome you back to the second quarter. 3:40 left to play here in the first half. Cavemen up 19-7 over Westside. Cave City has got some neat-looking helmets, don't they? Like the Michigan Wolverine helmets, but they're red and white.
Yeah, it is. It's the amazing red.
2nd and long after a holding penalty for the Warriors. 4 wide receivers, a holding penalty and a false start. McPherson goes in motion. He'll take the handoff on the sweep. Avoids one defender, runs into his blocker, and he'll be tripped up in the backfield. A big hit there at the end of that by Jalen Price. Boy, he drove his shoulder into him.
That's a pretty good defensive stand here for Cave City. They have really stood up and made some solid defensive plays on some tough backs. Westside's tried to give them that look, the look over the top with the shotgun, and they've just not quite been able to execute it. But they're going to find some way to come at Cave City here because Cave City's shutting down everything right now.
3rd and 26. Now we're under 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. They fake the handoff. Play action. Kessler Engel catches it at the 50. And that will bring up, I think, like 4th and 15 now.
Yeah, you just got to punt it away here. Look for a good punt, pin them down in their territory, have a better defensive possession, and head into the locker room. Here, not going to be able to overcome this deficit, but it's you don't want it to get any worse. Good punt, good hold, head to the locker room.
There's the snap. There's the kick. Nice high kick.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take a Warrior roll inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line, maybe the 7, but either way, great punt by the Warriors. And it'll be a long way to go here for the Cave City Cavemen with 2:12 to play here in the first half. They're going to have to do it quickly with 1 timeout, and they will have to kick it away to start the third quarter. So this could be the last drive here.
You just need to take your medicine here if you're Cave City. Nothing goofy. Keep it on the ground and hold on to the football here and head to the locker room with the lead on the road. And that's what you're going to see them do. Of course, last time they kept it on the ground deep into their own territory, and a huge run play got them a touchdown. So nothing big here if you're Westside.
Here's the handoff to Wynn. Wynn trying to find a gap to run through. He's able to spin his way down to the 10-yard line. Nice little downhill run there from Jay Wynn, keeping his legs churning there.
And watch him got both of his hands wrapped tight around the ball. He's not letting it get loose. He's not giving Westside a chance to strip it. And that's what you do here. Just let the clock run. Again, if you happen to bust something open, that's great. But really, you're just interested in not giving the football back to Westside before halftime.
3-yard gain there on 1st and 10. So 2nd and 7 coming up now for Cave City. Clock running down now under a minute 35. 10 seconds left on the play clock here for Cave City. Westside looks like they're bringing all 10 guys here on 2nd down. And they'll bring one back in coverage. A run right up the gut once again. 3rd and 8 coming up. Be about a 1-yard loss. And I think Westside, Westside going to call their 2nd timeout. So clock is stopped at 1:21 here in the 2nd quarter. We'll take another quick timeout. 19-7 is the score. Cave City leading Westside here in Jonesboro. We're back with more on Tubetown right after this.
Tubetown is now available on the Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. Watch live events from Tubetown on your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick. Head over to the App Store and search for Tubetown. Once your app is installed, you can watch every live event from Tubetown. Miss our live coverage? Our past events are available on demand. Download the Tubetown app to your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick today. Tubetown, live, local, from Ritter Communications.
Andy Maness, Blake Gwynn back here with you at Warriors Stadium. Westside trailing Cave City with 1:21 to play in the first half. 7-19 is the score. There's the handoff. Moreland looking for a hole to run through. Beg your pardon, that's actually going to be, who is that on that carry there? Oh, that's Eli Taylor there on that run.
Well, you needed that. If you were Cave City, you're really in danger of having to attempt to get the ball out of your own territory and potentially giving Westside a little bit of time. You know, we've talked about how Cave City doesn't have the ability to punt the football with any distance. And so by picking up that first down, you're able to run the clock out on the half. Again, they were in real danger. If that would have come up to a 4th down, Westside would have forced them to punt, which they really can't do, and had a little time on the clock. Now they can really let this thing run and take it into halftime if they need to.
Yep, game clock nearing 50 seconds now. They snap it with 4 seconds left on the play clock. They'll run it to the left once again with Eli Taylor. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe about a yard more, and I think one more play ought to take us to the halftime break. There's about a 5-second difference here between the play clock and the game clock.
Boy, what you have got to be so happy going into halftime if you're Cave City. You came out, Westside looked really good early, and you come out and you take the lead into halftime and really dominate the football game with the exception of a couple of plays. What a great half of football for the Cavemen.
Last play of the quarter. They're going to take a knee. So, Cave City leading Westside after the first 2 quarters. Homecoming night here for the Warriors, not going the way they hoped it would so far. A lot of football left to play. We'll talk about it during our halftime show. Coming up, 19-7, Cave City leading Westside here on Tubetown.
Okay, so finding a heat and air guy has never been easy. But then I got more, and it's a whole new level of customer service. First, they show up on time, and before they arrive, I get a text with a picture of my More technician, like Uber. And my More team never leaves a mess. They treat my home like it's theirs. Google MOHR. That 5-star rating, it's for real.
You deserve more, so visit us online or call us today to schedule an appointment.
So the best thing about You First Banking is that you don't have to change your lifestyle to meet our needs. We change what we have to meet your needs. Whether you're the mom who's busy taking care of kids all day and you really just don't have time to stop in the bank, we have products like our mobile banking app to make things a lot easier for you so you can get things done when you're on the run. Or if what you're looking for is that face-to-face interaction, we have 20 locations across the state with someone there to help. At First National Bank, you first, always.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Max Garage for your vehicles. Locally owned with over 20 years of experience, at Max Garage, we pride ourselves on being professional, reliable, and affordable. From routine maintenance to complex mechanical issues, Max Garage can do it all. Max Garage is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Call Max Garage for your next auto repair.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
When we talk about You First Banking, what we're really saying is that we're going to take the banking experience and customize it to meet your needs. Maybe you're that person that's always on the go and you don't have time to come to the bank. We'd love to see you, but we can make it possible with our mobile apps to where you don't ever have to set foot in any of our banks. But maybe you're that person that does like coming to see your favorite teller and you like that face-to-face interaction. We've got 20 locations across the state with a friendly staff that's here for you. Only at First National Bank. You first. Always.
Our dog got hit by a car. My wife and children were very upset about losing Buddy. While I was burying the dog, I cut the cable line.
Being a dog owner myself, it's hard losing a pet. So it's very important for us to get their services restored.
There's a winter storm hitting right now. It was a Friday night. You showed up and the very next morning in some pretty terrible conditions and fixed us up.
That's what we try to do here at Ritter in a bad situation, try to make it better.
Tubetown is now available on the Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. Watch live events from Tubetown on your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick. Head over to the App Store and search for Tubetown. Once your app is installed, you can watch every live event from Tubetown. Miss our live coverage? Our past events are available on demand. Download the Tubetown app to your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick today. Tubetown, live, local, from Ritter Communications.
My name is Kevin Moody. Both of my kids do online gaming. They let me know when the internet's down.
I'm Bobby Valentine. I work for Ritter Communication, and I'm a technician level 2.
My services were completely out. They sent Bobby out the next day. He told me that the box was shot.
It was shot.
With a gun. And he had it fixed within a couple hours once he got there. Bobby switched out my modem for me and had me upgraded to a faster speed. And both of my kids have been singing Bobby's praises since.
My name is Donna Ann Lucy. I am from Caraway, Arkansas. I had been having trouble with my internet.
You got a lot of important things that you do from the internet, and you don't want to miss anything.
I usually use it to book rooms to watch my granddaughter play basketball. They had someone out that day, and it was back up within 20 minutes.
And it makes me feel so good to go there and take care of it, you know, and see the smile on her face, man. That makes my day right there.
I'm James Finley, and I'm from Jasper, Arkansas. We came in to have my mother's service turned on, and she needed to pick a plan. They were patient, answered every question, and there were a lot of questions.
We just took our time with her and wanted to make sure she had everything she needed.
You could see that they genuinely cared about my mother.
I don't want to go into a store and be treated like just another number. That's not how we roll in Jasper. Treat people how you want to be treated.
My name is Raynessa Chandler. I am currently the manager of technical support for Ritter Communications. Ritter is like family in more ways than one. My aunt retired after 33 and a half years here, and currently I have 2 cousins that work at Ritter. We have a variety of talented individuals. They motivate us and encourage us to do the right thing. We're grateful for the opportunity to work at a place such as Ritter and to be able to help others, because that's what it's all about, serving others.
Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn back here with you in Jonesboro at Warrior Stadium. The Westside Warriors trailing at the halftime break. The Cave City Cavemen, 19-7 is the score after the first 2 quarters. A couple of touchdown rushes for the Cave City Cavemen. Got them up on top of Westside. Westside only found the end zone once so far, thanks to Logan McPherson.
You know, really, Cave City coming here and surprising this Westside team, surprising me. I don't know a lot about this Cave City team, but you look at an 0-6 football team, you look at the way that Westside's played all year, and you say this ought to be something Westside ought to take care of pretty handily. But Cave City came out and executed on both sides of the ball. Very good defensively. Westside with the critical turnover. Cave City capitalizes, and they take that 19-7 lead into the locker room.
A 6-yard touchdown rush from Jaron Price. A 1-yard touchdown rush from quarterback Will DeBon, and then it was an 81-yard scoop by Eli Taylor. 3 rushing touchdowns for Cave City, just kind of making short work of that defensive line on a couple of these drives here tonight.
Westside trying to give them a little bit of a changed look, going with the shotgun, some passing plays. I like it. I think they should come out and try to do it again. They've had a little trouble, as you mentioned, with the cadence, trying to figure that out from the gun, but they are giving them some different looks. They're going to have to, because Cave City's been selling out on the run. They've stopped 2 pretty big Logan McPherson runs in the backfield, And that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. But again, if you're Westside, you're in the locker room, lead's not insurmountable. You're still very much in this. You're one score away from being really right back in it in a two-possession game. But Cave City certainly was fired up, headed out for halftime. Not sure if we say locker room. I don't know if they have one here or not. They're probably over in the corner over there. But headed into the corner for halftime. I am so impressed with the way this team came out. You could hear their fans down here below us really fired up. So should be a good second half of football as Westside tries to come from behind again in this one.
We again remind you, you can always find the Tubetown app on the Amazon Fire Stick. Search for Tubetown in the Amazon App Store. That way you can bring Tubetown with you wherever you go. And a big thanks to all of you watching tonight, both on Facebook and on YouTube. Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn here with you. Let's talk a little bit about that offensive look of Westside with Tyler Ray in the shotgun formation. That's an interesting formation, and you know, you said it, I think they should go back to it as well, but that's a dangerous combination for Westside, having Ray coming out of the backfield and you've got the speedster in Logan McPherson in the slot. That's an excellent look.
Right.
It's one, again, we haven't seen until tonight. I think they should go back to it.
They have weapons there. They have hands. Again, they just missed a pass play, by inches early. River Engle throws a tight, spiraled, accurate pass. He's not just flipping it out there. The problem that they're having is when they get those guys out wide, they're having trouble picking up on the snap, and you get those false start penalties, and you just can't have that. So it'll be interesting to see when they come out if we see that again in the second half. I think they should. I think you should keep going back to it. I think it has been shown that Cave City is not fast enough to keep up with you when you spread the field out that way. And it'll be very interesting to see if we see that again. And if so, how does that spread the field out for that running game that Westside is so good at? But really, if you're Bobby Engle, the thing you've got to say, we've got to find a way to stop Cave City. You've got to find a way to stop them because at this point, they've not been able to prove to be doing that.
19-7 the score at the halftime break. We're going to take another quick break. We'll come back with the third quarter between Cave City and Westside. Andy Maness, Blake Gwynn here with you on Tubetown.
Okay, so finding a heat and air guy has never been easy. But then I got more, and it's a whole new level of customer service. First, they show up on time, and before they arrive, I get a text with a picture of my More technician, like Uber. And my More team never leaves a mess. They treat my home like it's theirs. Google MOHR. That 5-star rating, it's for real.
You deserve more, so visit us online or call us today to schedule an appointment.
So the best thing about You First Banking is that you don't have to change your lifestyle to meet our needs. We change what we have to meet your needs. Whether you're the mom who's busy taking care of kids all day and you really just don't have time to stop in the bank, we have products like our mobile banking app to make things a lot easier for you so you can get things done when you're on the run. Or if what you're looking for is that face-to-face interaction, we have 20 locations across the state with someone there to help. At First National Bank, you first, always.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Max Garage for your vehicles. Locally owned with over 20 years of experience, at Max Garage, we pride ourselves on being professional, reliable, and affordable. From routine maintenance to complex mechanical issues, Max Garage can do it all. Max Garage is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Call Max Garage for your next auto repair.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
When we talk about You First Banking, what we're really saying is that we're going to take the banking experience and customize it to meet your needs. Maybe you're that person that's always on the go and you don't have time to come to the bank. We'd love to see you, but we can make it possible with our mobile apps to where you don't ever have to set foot in any of our banks. But maybe you're that person that does like coming to see your favorite teller and you like that face-to-face interaction. We've got 20 locations across the state with a friendly staff that's here for you. Only at First National Bank. You first. Always.
Our dog got hit by a car. My wife and children were very upset about losing Buddy. While I was burying the dog, I cut the cable line.
Being a dog owner myself, it's hard losing a pet. So it's very important for us to get their services restored.
There's a winter storm hitting right now. It was a Friday night. You showed up and the very next morning in some pretty terrible conditions and fixed us up.
That's what we try to do here at Ritter in a bad situation, try to make it better.
Tubetown is now available on the Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. Watch live events from Tubetown on your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick. Head over to the App Store and search for Tubetown. Once your app is installed, you can watch every live event from Tubetown. Miss our live coverage? Our past events are available on demand. Download the Tubetown app to your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick today. Tubetown, live, local, from Ritter Communications.
My name is Kevin Moody. Both of my kids do online gaming. They let me know when the internet's down.
I'm Bobby Valentine. I work for Ritter Communication and I'm a technician level 2.
My services were completely out. They sent Bobby out the next day. He told me that the box was shot.
It was shot.
With a gun. And he had it fixed within a couple hours once he got there. Bobby switched out my modem for me and had me upgraded to a faster speed. And both of my kids have been singing Bobby's praises since.
My name is Donna Ann Lucy. I am from Caraway, Arkansas. I had been having trouble with my internet.
You got a lot of important things that you do from the internet, and you don't want to miss anything.
I usually use it to book rooms to watch my granddaughter play basketball. They had someone out that day, and it was back up within 20 minutes.
And it makes me feel so good to go there and take care of it, you know, and see the smile on her face, man. That makes my day right there.
I'm James Finley, and I'm from Jasper, Arkansas. We came in to have my mother's service turned on, and she needed to pick a plan. They were patient, answered every question, and there were a lot of questions.
We just took our time with her and wanted to make sure she had everything she needed.
You could see that they genuinely cared about my mother.
I don't want to go into a store and be treated like just another number. That's not how we roll in Jasper. Treat people how you want to be treated.
My name is Raynessa Chandler. I am currently the manager of technical support for Ritter Communications. Ritter is like family in more ways than one. My aunt retired after 33 and a half years here, and currently I have 2 cousins that work at Ritter. We have a variety of talented individuals. They motivate us and encourage us to do the right thing. We're grateful for the opportunity to work at a place such as Ritter and to be able to help others, because that's what it's all about, serving others.
Okay, so finding a heat and air guy has never been easy. But then I got more, and it's a whole new level of customer service. First, they show up on time, and before they arrive, I get a text with a picture of my More technician, like Uber. And my More team never leaves a mess. They treat my home like it's theirs. Google MOHR. That 5-star rating, it's for real.
You deserve more, so visit us online or call us today to schedule an appointment.
So the best thing about You First Banking is that you don't have to change your lifestyle to meet our needs. We change what we have to meet your needs. Whether you're the mom who's busy taking care of kids all day and you really just don't have time to stop in the bank, we have products like our mobile banking app to make things a lot easier for you so you can get things done when you're on the run. Or if what you're looking for is that face-to-face interaction, we have 20 locations across the state with someone there to help. At First National Bank, you first, always.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Max Garage for your vehicles. Locally owned with over 20 years of experience, at Max Garage, we pride ourselves on being professional, reliable, and affordable. From routine maintenance to complex mechanical issues, Max Garage can do it all. Max Garage is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Call Max Garage for your next auto repair.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
When we talk about You First Banking, what we're really saying is that we're going to take the banking experience and customize it to meet your needs. Maybe you're that person that's always on the go and you don't have time to come to the bank. We'd love to see you, but we can make it possible with our mobile apps to where you don't ever have to set foot in any of our banks. But maybe you're that person that does like coming to see your favorite teller and you like that face-to-face interaction. We've got 20 locations across the state with a friendly staff that's here for you. Only at First National Bank. You first. Always.
Our dog got hit by a car. My wife and children were very upset about losing Buddy. While I was burying the dog, I cut the cable line.
Being a dog owner myself, it's hard losing a pet. So it's very important for us to get their services restored.
There's a winter storm hitting right now. It was a Friday night. You showed up and the very next morning in some pretty terrible conditions and fixed us up.
That's what we try to do here at Ritter in a bad situation, try to make it better.
Gotten a little bit chilly here in Jonesboro. Coming to you from Warrior Stadium, Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn as the Westside Warriors trail the Cave City Cavemen 19-7. We're set to start the third quarter. Cave City going to be kicking it away to the Warriors. Westside trying to dig themselves out of a hole, and what better way to do that than to start off the third quarter with the football?
And you can bet Cave City's going to be hungry. They're looking for their first win of the year. They are playing good football tonight. They are on the road. They are trying to spoil Westside's homecoming. And you can bet they're going to come out firing. We'll see what kind of halftime adjustments Westside made. Westside is not playing poorly. The one turnover really costing them at this point. You take that one turnover out of it, and you really don't know the shape that this game is in. And so that's where we're at. If you're Westside, you erase that first half, you go right at them here in the second half, and you just take that one mistake that cost them desperately, in that first half.
Well, I think that's another big thing. Cave City hasn't made any mistakes
Really?
yet.
No, they have not. That's a very good point. They haven't made any mistakes. They've been very clean, very efficient on offense. And again, really though, if Westside doesn't fumble that football, you're not exactly sure that they could have the lead here at this point. So again, clean up the mistakes, no more mistakes this half, and play a good half of football. Well, that ain't a good way to start.
Nope, short kick. And that one will be recovered by Cave City. There is no way that didn't hit a Westside Warrior player or a Cave City player as it bounced back. Cave City's going to recover this football. Their offense is going to come out here. Let's take a look at the replay. That had to bounce off a Cave City player. Right there, it did.
Right there. That's a bad call.
That should have been.
That's terrible.
That should be Westside football, but the referees did not see that.
That's terrible.
Oh, wow. I mean, we saw it from up here.
I saw it. You saw it. Well, that is absolutely terrible.
Woo. Not a good break for Westside to start the third quarter.
You got to shake that off. Shake it off. Like a good defensive stand here. My goodness.
Go back and get the football right here. Here's the run by Price. Stopped at the 40-yard line. Good for a gain of about 2.
There's a gigantic TV over here on the Cave City sideline. Gigantic. It's like a JVC. You might go take a look at it over there.
Yeah, that cannot happen. That cannot happen.
I don't know, man. Yeah. But there's nothing you can do about it at this point. If you're Westside, you can come up with a stop. You can just completely negate what happened right there and go for it. You can't let that mentally, as a player, let your coaches be mad about that, and then let's move on with it. But, yeah, they got burnt there.
Shotgun formation. DeBon will keep it himself on the option, but he's going to be driven backwards. Brady Johnson, one of the Warriors in there, wrapping up the play.
Good defense. Good defense. He held on to it. I kind of see what he was trying to do there, but Westside was just all in the backfield. That one wouldn't have gone for much anyway. Good defensive play, and again, they are really one play away from taking what was a pretty bad break and taking it back their way again. So need a good stop here.
3rd and 9 coming up. We've talked about Cave City leading this game 19-7. One thing we haven't really talked about is they're basically playing the role of the Westside Warriors tonight. They've kept it on the ground quite a bit, dominated, and also eaten up a lot of the possession clock as well. Here we go, 3rd down, play action. Couple of fakes, rolling out to his right. DeBon tosses it, intercepted. McPherson hauling that one in before he stepped out of bounds, and it looked like DeBon just threw it right to McPherson.
Right to him, almost looked like a pitch and catch between the two of them. McPherson was right there, great hands play. This is really nice. Good coverage. See, look, he's got great coverage, turns and finds the football, and then catches the football. And again, that's what we were just talking about. You got a really bad break to start the half, and now you have turned that into a positive defensive possession, and now you move the ball up the field, and you're one touchdown away from being squarely into this football game.
I'm trying to see if they've got the right football out there. So each team uses their own footballs, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
Referee inspecting this one.
Deflate gate?
Yeah, could be. It's a little cold out there, so.
Could be, yeah. Like your tires. When it first starts getting cold, all the lights come on.
Exactly. There's a handoff to McPherson. Big hole to run through at the 35. Now the 40. Scoots his way out to the 45-yard line. A great run on 1st and 10 by Logan McPherson.
Nice stiff arm. Avoided the face mask call there and picks up some big positive yardage. Keep moving the football. You're well on your way to a great start to this half.
Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Nice little gain of 21 by McPherson on 1st and 10. Now, 1st and 10 from the 46. McPherson once again avoids one defender in the backfield, cuts back to the middle of the field, still on his feet at the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, tripped up, but he still gets into the end zone. Still waiting on the call. There it is. Touchdown Westside. Touchdown Logan McPherson. 54 yards for the score.
Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Watch him. In the backfield. Breaks it. And really nobody else really touches him from that point forward. Well, this guy's so athletic, so talented, so much fun to watch. And like I said, they took a really bad start to the half. They make it very positive with a defensive stop and now a score. What a way to come out after the half.
Extra point is up and good. 2 plays, 75 yards. That's all they needed. 9:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Westside trailing by just 5 now, 19-14 here on Tubetown.
Tubetown is now available on the Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. Watch live events from Tubetown on your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick. Head over to the App Store and search for Tubetown. Once your app is installed, you can watch every live event from Tubetown. Miss our live coverage? Our past events are available on demand. Download the Tubetown app to your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick today. Tubetown, live, local, from Ritter Communications.
Andy Manus, Blake Gwynn back here with you in Jonesboro. 19-14 now the score after Westside taking no time scoring on their first possession of the third quarter. 2 plays, 75 yards, both rushes from McPherson on that drive. A scoot of 21 yards and then a dash of 54.
Boy, I mean, that was all his drive right there. And, again, he puts Westside back in this game. Time for the defense to come out and find a big stop, see if they can stop the Cave City offense from rolling once again.
Well, it took about 37 seconds off of the clock. Kick taken inside the 10, now to the 20, now to the 25, 30. Cuts to the near sideline at the 40. Trying to make his way back to the middle. He is finally brought down by a host of Warriors, but what a return by Maddox Moreland. Second time we've kind of seen him navigate his way through the Westside special teams tonight.
That guy is a threat. You know, some guys are just threats when they're returning the football, and Moreland is very athletic player, probably the most athletic player on Cave City's side of the football, and breaks. I mean, just look at the cut. Cutting is a real skill, folks, and he showed it to you right there, and he sets up their offense very nicely.
Ball spotted at the 41-yard line of Westside. Handoff to Price. Price running to his right. Through the middle. Almost through the second level of Westside. He makes his way down to the 30-yard line, enough to move the chains for a fresh set of downs.
Jaron Price with a pretty athletic run there, bouncing around. Not a lot of real contact on this run. Finds a good gap, got some good blocks there, and makes the most of it. There weren't a lot of holes, but he took advantage of the one his guys had opened up for him and picks up the first down.
He's already rushed for a touchdown tonight. Picks up 10 there. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Turn and a handoff running to the left. That's Wynn on the carry. Wynn stopped at the line of scrimmage, driven backwards. 2nd and 10 coming up. Actually going to be 2nd and 11.
That play was a complete disaster on the front for Cave City. And that allowed Caleb Porter to get right in the backfield, and he was all over him. But a complete disaster on the front for Cave City that time, as there was a guy, he gets the football in his hands, he looks up, and Porter's right there looking at him.
Price goes in motion, takes the handoff, and Price will hand it off running back the other way now. I believe that's going to be Taylor taking it back to the left, and it is. Taylor also got a touchdown to his credit tonight, one of 81 yards.
Well executed double handoff there, right at the line of scrimmage, but good defense for Westside, picking that ball up, not getting fooled on the reverse, and making the tackle there almost at the line of scrimmage.
It does bring up 3rd and 9. Here's a direct snap to Price. Price going to take it out to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. It looks like the Cave City offense going to stay out there here for an attempt on a conversion. And again, it is Wynn. Wynn is lined up at the 30, ready to take the snap. The quarterback, DeBon, is lined up out here as wide receiver. You've got to wonder why Cave City changed up their formation here at the end of that drive. Turnover on downs, gives the ball back to Westside. That's interesting.
Kind of a, I would call it a wild caveman sort of look there, but it didn't work. Westside was all over that, sniffed it out from the start. Good defensive stop there after a couple of positive plays from Cave City. Now Westside trying to take the lead on this drive. This will be a fun one to watch come down the field.
Garner lined up as the far wide receiver. McPherson in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff, running to his left. Hits the gap at the 30 and will be spun down to about the 32, maybe the 33. Pickup of about 7 on 1st and 10.
This guy is just so good when he is completely healthy. And he got hurt against Greene County Tag and wasn't 100%. You could tell the way they used him was not 100%. They leaned on Ray heavily, and it's worked. But look at how little they've gone to Ray in this game and how successful their ground game has been. They can still go back to Ray anytime they want to, and you got to know that's out there as a defense.
Here's McPherson right up the middle. He's got the first down past the 35-yard line down to the 36. 1st and 10 coming up for Westside. You've seen them utilize a little bit of play action here tonight, but you're right. For the most part, McPherson has been their main weapon, and that's, you know, going into the season, that's what we expected. But like you said, Tyler Ray done a great job standing in, taking handoffs when McPherson is either needing a rest or not.
McPherson again getting the call.
Jukes one defender in the backfield, crosses the 40, gets tripped up at the 45-yard line. Pickup of about 8 on 1st and 10, so 2nd and 2 coming up. So 3 runs in a row for McPherson. Eventually they will switch it up. You got to wonder about that play action here sometime on this drive. Or, you know, they've gone to McPherson pretty heavily since the 3rd quarter started.
You know, one of Gus Malzahn's more famous moments at Auburn was him running down the sideline saying, "Run it again," after a big play. At this point, run it again. They've yet to stop McPherson on this drive. Run it again. There it is again.
Right up the middle. McPherson dives forward, got the first down.
And that's what I was saying. What we've seen them do is when something is working, they tend to just repeat it. And then they'll catch you when you least expect it with maybe a quick pass play or go to Ray. In the past games, maybe McPherson wasn't 100%. Ray was getting all the carries, but he was doing it successfully. So they stick with him. Tonight, McPherson has been virtually unstoppable, and they continue to lean on him, as they should. There's Ray. Is that Ray? No.
Looks like Hedger on the handoff there. They fake the handoff to the left, turn back and hand it to Hedger. Hedger up the middle, stopped after a gain of about 2. So 2nd and 8 now coming up.
Just letting you know it's there. You know, that play call's just to let them know it's there. That play's not really designed to get a bunch of yards, but it's saying, listen, we do have some other weapons back here. You can't sell out on McPherson. I'm with you. I'd like to see a little play action right here. And you'll notice Cave City's protecting against that a little bit. They know Engle can throw the football. The reality of it is if you don't protect a little bit in the secondary, Engle will take you deep.
Yeah, they're keeping a safety up top, and they've always got a defensive back over here on the wideout. Hedger goes in motion. It's a pitch out to McPherson to his left, lowers his shoulder, and will pick up about 4 yards there. So it looks like maybe 3rd and 4 now coming up for McPherson and the Warriors. Under 4:50 left to play here in the 3rd quarter, and this is what Westside likes to do. They like to control possession and eat up this clock in the late game situation. Right now trailing by 5. They're going to have to convert a 3rd and short situation.
Slow, methodical drives. If Westside can find a way to convert, somehow get a score, Cave City could look up and be behind in the 4th quarter before they even blink.
Kessler Engle, the lone wide receiver. They hand it off to McPherson, running to his right. Juke move, still on his feet, near the first down marker, trying to find that 40-yard line, and he is stopped just shy of it. But, Blake, I think he's got enough to move the chains.
Yeah, he definitely
First down coming up.
Got it. Let's be honest. They really can't stop McPherson. I mean, they have snuffed out a couple of plays in the backfield, but they really can't stop him for negative yardage.
They can hope for a fumble.
They can hope. They can try to strip the football, but the reality of it is you can keep it in his hands, and he will probably take you to the promised land. and that is a good thing to have on your side of the ball.
Under 4 minutes left to play in the third. Play action. Engel looking to throw. Got Russell inside the 25-yard line, but it's incomplete. Russell could not hang on to it, and he was a little upset with himself at the end of that one.
I tell you, though, you got to give a little bit of credit to the defense there. The defender stayed right with him. It was a pretty good pass by River Engel. He put it to where the defender really couldn't get to it, and his guy could. Little high, but again, a good pass. But the defender stayed right with him. Watch it pass a little high, has it in his fingertips, and all the way down. He follows him all the way down.
It's Briley Finster on defense there for Cave City, knocking that one loose.
That's a tough pass to catch.
It is. 2nd and 10 coming up now. 3:49 left to play in the third. Handoff to Rashard Cunningham. First carry for him tonight. He brings it up just shy of the 35-yard line. It'll be spotted at about the 37. 3rd and about 5 coming up for Westside.
This is where Westside will get you. They can convert from this range. Got several different things they can throw at you here. They could let McPherson do his thing. They could go back to Ray, or even a little play action pass here, maybe a quick pass. We've seen them do kind of a quick slant pass. Always fun to watch them here in these third and kind of mid-range situations.
Engel under center, 3 backs in the backfield. McPherson takes the handoff, running up the middle, fighting through defenders across the 30-yard line, still on his feet, making his way down to the 25.
That guy, again, they really can't stop him. I mean, that's just the point. And, man, you go to your guy in that situation, and he'll take you to the promised land. And, again, like you said, you're hoping at this point, if you're Cave City, that the old fumble thing rears its ugly head for the Warriors. Did he fumble it there? There it is, a strip. That's another good defense. That's Finster again on the defensive play.
That ball did pop out of there right there at the end, and then good job by Austin Rhodes hopping in on it. So we've talked about it, about the possibility of it, and something that McPherson and a few of the other Warriors have struggled with at times throughout this year. Here's Cunningham running to his left with a full head of steam. Gets tackled both high and low, but he makes it to about the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you, that fumble thing that's the one thing that they really has got them all season. And they move the football so well against everybody. And, again, you see it there. They go to a different option. They go to Ray. And it's, they really can't stop you when you run the football. They can't do it. They have not done it. Keep the football in your possession here, and you're going to score.
And that was Tyler Ray. I thought that was Cunningham on the carry, but it was Tyler Ray. Here's Ray again, running to his left, still on his feet, cutting back to the middle of the field. He's into the end zone. All day, Tyler Ray giving Westside the lead with 1:55 left to play in the third.
There's our guy. And, again, didn't use him a whole lot this game, but when you give him the football, he can score too. Just another weapon in that backfield, and you said it. You get him inside the 20, and they start going to Tyler Ray, and he can score all day.
17 yards on the ground for Tyler Ray, and now Westside looking to go for 2 to make it a 3-point ball game.
And you look at that. Again, what did I just mention? Westside moves so slow. You're Cave City. You could look up and be behind in the fourth quarter after leading the whole game.
Here's Tyler Ray. 2-point conversion is good. It is 22-19 with $1:55 to play in the third quarter. Nearly a 6-minute drive for the Westside Warriors. They now lead the Cave City Cavemen. We're back with more from Jonesboro right after this on Tubetown.
My name is Kevin Moody. Both of my kids do online gaming. They let me know when the internet's down.
I'm Bobby Valentine. I work for Ritter Communication, and I'm a technician level 2.
My services were completely out. They sent Bobby out the next day. He told me that the box was shot.
It was shot.
With a gun. And he had it fixed within a couple hours once he got there. Bobby switched out my modem for me and had me upgraded to a faster speed. And both of my kids have been singing Bobby's praises since.
Chases.
Andy Manus and Blake Gwynn back here with you. 22-19 now the score. Westside punching it in. A 12-play, 75-yard drive that takes nearly 6 minutes off of the clock here in the third quarter. Blake, you talked about it. Cave City will look up and be trailing in the fourth quarter before they know it, and that's kind of the situation the Warriors have put them in. They're playing that good old-fashioned Westside football, and now Cave City has got to figure out what to do on offense. They've been held quiet since the first half.
A lot of credit to Westside for not coming out after hitching a bad break to start the half, coming out not panicking, doing their thing, getting a good stop, and then turning around and scoring twice in a row.
Here's a nice little lane to run down the near sideline here for the Cave City Cavemen. On the return, there's Travis Dawkins. Good return, though. We'll give Cavemen field position right at, I think they're going to spot them at the 50.
The record of Cave City does not indicate the level of talent they have on this football field.
They're playing with a lot of heart.
Absolutely, and they're athletic. They have several guys that can make plays. We've seen that on the kickoff returns. We've seen that with DeBon. We've seen that with that play right there. These guys are talented. They're very talented guys. Their record does not indicate the type of football players that they are.
Here's a handoff running to the right. It's Dylan Holt. Tripped up as he makes his way to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're nearing the 130 mark here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you look at an 0-6 record on a football team, and you and I have watched a lot of football, and sometimes you get an 0-6 football team, and it is really bad at the high school level. Like, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is not this Cave City team.
No.
How they've not won a game is a little bit more puzzling to me than how they led Westside early. This is a good football team. They're not a bad football team.
Here's a run from right to left. It's Eli Taylor on the carry. He's going to pick up a couple of more yards. Looked like he kind of slipped up just a little bit. He doesn't slip up. He's going to pick up more than a few on that one.
Yeah, he had a lot of momentum going right here and really some room to run, and trips right into the defender kind of head first and shuts that run play down. Big third down play coming up here for Westside on defense.
Probably 4 down territory in this field position for Cave City at this point. You think about giving it back to Westside, you may not get it back before the end of the ball game.
You could, at least halfway through the fourth quarter.
Price goes in motion, play action, looking to throw. Sacked in the backfield, brought down by the Westside defense. It's Hunter Pagan breaking through the line and getting to Dubin, bringing him down.
Well, I can tell you one thing that this Cave City team does struggle with is up front. That is a complete missed block right there, and he gets all the way through to the quarterback. Complete disaster for Cave City on the offensive side of the ball. And, again, it's probably 4th down territory. They really don't have a punter.
Well, that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. So, have to wait about 30 seconds more to see what Cave City is going to do here on this 4th and 13 play when we come back. 22-19 is the score. Westside now leading Cave City. Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn back with the fourth quarter right after this on Tubetown. Maness and Blake Gwynn back here with you, ready to start the fourth quarter between Westside and Cave City. A tight ball game on our hands here at Warrior Stadium. 22-19 is the score. Westside leading by 3.
And again, you mentioned it. Westside has done everything they need to do in this second half. Didn't panic, came out calm. Really had a terrible start to the second half with the kickoff. But they execute. They let that go. Here's 4th down here for the Cavemen. Another sack.
Yeah, they tried to go for it, and DeBon brought down in the backfield, and it will be a turnover. Westside will have it at the Cave City 40-yard line.
I'm not so sure DeBon wasn't trying to go for a little bit of a baby hook there. He kind of acted like he wanted to throw it with a guy wrapped around his back. It's a good thing that he didn't, but that's a turnover. Westside's got great field position. Again, the way they move the football, hang on to the football, but the way they move the football, they could eat some clock on this drive. And man, like I said, you're Cave City. You were leading this game really minutes ago, and now you're going to look up. You might be halfway through the fourth quarter and down by 2 scores. Westside has really flipped the script in this. It's been a really impressive second-half effort for them.
Yeah, 15 unanswered points for the Westside Warriors. And now they are in the driver's seat. Here's a run on 1st and 10. McPherson running to his right. He'll be stopped just shy of the 35-yard line. He's still able to pick up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up.
So all you need is 3 of those. You got a first down. We've talked about it. They really can't stop McPherson. Have not proven to be able to stop Ray. So keep running right at him. At this point, you don't need to pull out. As much as I would love to see it again, you don't really need to pull the shotgun out again. You can just run the football, do your thing, and you're probably going to get another score here because Cave City has proven not to be able to stop the run tonight.
Yeah, even from the 40-yard line, you could still eat up close to half a quarter here. Here's a handoff to Tyler Ray. Stiff arm with his left hand across his body. What a feat of strength by Tyler Ray. I don't know if we got that on replay, but I'd love to see that again. He's carrying it with his right hand and stiff arms with his left. One of his own players.
Pushed his own dude down. It was
How about
Logan
that?
McPherson. He said, dude, this is my day. You've carried it all night. Get on the ground. Just stay there for a minute. I'll tell you when you can get up.
Well, Tyler Ray is strong. He is like a little bull back there coming out of that backfield.
Having a
man.
day when you push your boy down and just keep running.
So Ray in the backfield, McPherson ahead of him here. Ray will get the pitch. Running to his right, got a good block from McPherson. Tried to cut back towards the middle of the field, and he gets tripped up, but still able to pick up a nice little chunk of yardage there on 1st and 10. Picks up what looks to be about 6.
How do you really defend that when you've got 2 backs in the backfield like Ray and McPherson that can do that much damage? And he runs over that guy. I mean, the reality is he hit that guy. I mean, it's a good wrap-up tackle, got him around the legs, and the guy goes down. But how do you really defend that? When you've got Engel out there running the ball fakes the way he does, and it could go to either one of those guys. Look at this. Which one is it going to, and which one's going to do the damage here?
Yeah, it takes everybody doing their job on defense to make sure those plays don't happen. Here's Ray right up the middle. Across the 15, down near the 10. Tyler Ray doing work here in the late game situation.
And he's the guy that again, they've leaned on in so many games, especially now that you're down inside of the red zone. But you've got those multiple threats there, takes the pressure off of McPherson, runs the football very successfully. And again, now they're knocking on the door. And talk about a swing in this game. And Westside just doing everything they need to do in the second half.
Well, and it seems that's been the case for the Warriors the last few weeks. Obviously, they had that little losing skid, but it seems like they have made some adjustments in the last few weeks in the second half and just come out and been a better football team. Here's Tyler Ray once again on the carry, trying to find the end zone. Did he get in? Just a little bit short.
See, Cave City knew that one was coming. I mean, the defenders crashed down to that side, but he got good blocks. Ray found them, hit the hole. And there's guys in the backfield here. They know this is coming. Look, there was the blitz on the left side, and they just beat it anyway.
Tyler Ray moves it down to the 1-yard line, 1st and goal, and you got to know what's coming up here. You got to reward the big fella, right?
Oh, yeah. Why not? He's going to, I mean, again, these are the situations. Do you really doubt, barring a mistake on Westside, that they're not going to punch this in with the backs that they have?
Here's Engel on the quarterback keeper, gets a little push from Nat Hedger, and it's a touchdown. Westside extending their lead here in the fourth quarter. It is now 28-19.
And then it caps off with the guy who probably still playing in pain. This team really, really goes as River Engel goes. You don't realize how much you miss him. He's not a guy we're saying his name over and over and over again, but he is the reason this offense functions as effectively as it does because he really is the one calling the shots. If you don't believe it, take him out of it and see what happens.
Extra point will go wide right, but Westside, it's extending their lead here in the fourth quarter, 28-19, a 1-yard touchdown rush from River Engel will put another 6 points on the board for the Warriors. 28-19, 9:07 left to play in the fourth. We're back with more right after this on Tubetown.
My name is Donna Ann Lucy. I am from Caraway, Arkansas. I had been having trouble with my internet.
You got a lot of important things that you do from the internet, and you don't want to miss anything.
I usually use it to book rooms to watch my granddaughter play basketball. They had someone out that day, and it was back up within 20 minutes.
And it makes me feel so good to go there and take care of it, and see the smile on her face, man. That makes my day right there.
Andy Manus, Blake Gwynn back here with you at Warrior Stadium. Westside starting to pour it on here with 9:07 left to play here in the fourth quarter. They have scored 3 touchdowns coming out of the locker room after the first 2 quarters, trailing 19-7. They now lead 28-19.
Pressure's on for your Cave City. You really don't want to give the ball. Uh-oh.
Little onside kick here. Didn't quite travel the 10 yards, it doesn't look like, but Cave City there to haul it in anyway.
You really don't want to give the football back to Westside without a score here. They could eat the rest of this ball game up. If you do, you really need a score on this drive. You're in complete put up or shut up time if you're Cave City. Because again, you give the ball back. Let's say they give them the ball back with about 6 minutes left. Westside can eat the rest of that up.
Their last touchdown was at 5:41 back in the second quarter. It has been a long, silent streak here for Cave City. There's a handoff. They're back in the shotgun formation. Play stopped shy of the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Great defensive stand there on first down by Westside.
Just what you need. And again, they have done everything right in this second half. Defensively, offensively, come out looking confident, like they're on their home field, like they've got the fans all. I mean, the stands are packed. You get a ton of people here, and they came out and they rewarded this group of people for their support tonight. And again, they need 2 more stops from really having this thing completely in hand.
Well, it's been a fun homecoming game to be a part of. I think probably for both sides. Obviously, Cave City not too happy with where they're at right now.
Not anymore, yeah.
Yeah, not anymore, but still got a little time to try to make things interesting here. And they are going to call a timeout. Cave City burns their first timeout. Still have 2 remaining. 8:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. 28-19, Westside leading. We're going to take a timeout alongside with them. We're back with more of the fourth quarter right after this on Tubetown. Andy Manus, Blake Gwynn back here with you at Warrior Stadium. 28-19 is the score. 8:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Cave City calling their first timeout. They do still have 2 remaining. 2 wide receivers here for DeBon looking to throw. Taking a shot downfield. Got his receiver at the 30, the 15, the 5. Touchdown. Oh my goodness. Maddox Moreland just turning up, going to find that football. It was just basically a prayer ball thrown up by DeBon. The defender didn't know where to look. Maddox comes down with it.
This is such a high pass. McPherson never sees it. He actually pushes him towards it. He never saw the football thrown. And great catch. Great catch there. Kind of a wing and a prayer, and it works out. We got a ball game again.
Chance for it to be a 2-point ball game with this extra point. What is happening here? I don't even know what just happened.
I was just about to say, Cave City came out, and they've got to feel like they just don't know what happened, and then I don't really know what happened. It was, like I said, it was one of those deals, just a lob pass over the top, and it just works out.
A 52-yard reception from DeBon to Maddox Moreland. Take another look at the replay here. Just kind of flung it up there. Blake, you said it. McPherson never even saw it. Moreland had his eyes on it the whole time and got a little assist there.
Yeah, he did. He saw it, got a little push towards the football, and then makes the catch. But we talked about this. there's athletes on the football field out there for Cave City, and we just saw that. I mean, you throw the ball up, if McPherson would have seen it, I'm confident the ball would have been intercepted. He just never saw it. And so instead, it's a good catch. Moreland takes her to the house. Now we got a football game on our hands now.
28-26, 8-10 left to play. We know that Westside can milk this clock, but they're going to have to get, some help from their offense here. Going to have to get a few first downs. Cave City's going to be burning some timeouts.
Cave City's got to stop the run. Yeah. They've not done it yet. Do not turn the football over, though. Here's an onside.
Oh, they faked the onside and kick it deep. Call. McPherson takes it inside the 25. Now out to the 30, and he will get pushed out of bounds.
Good play call there. Good play call on the fake kick. You pin the guy against the sideline. You don't let McPherson beat you. And now they've got the thing. Actually, the thing about this is that you set up a potentially long drive for Westside, longer drive for Westside. Here's the thing. Cave City's not proven to stop the run yet. You just don't want to give them a present if you're the Warriors. Do not give them a present here. Hang on to the football. Push it up the field and do your thing. You are still in the lead. You'd still rather be you than them at this point because you're up by 2. Just do your thing. They haven't stopped you yet.
Outside of the one turnover via fumble.
Just one tonight.
And they've had a couple of turnover on downs, but that was back early in the game when Westside's still trying to get their offense working. And here on 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, handoff to Tyler Ray. He is driven backwards for a loss of about 2. So
I'm trying to figure out if they can hear us.
Yeah, 2nd and 12 coming up now.
Every time we've said something negative about Cave City, they've promptly negated that. They can't stop the rush. Oh, stop the rush.
They don't have any weapons. 81-yard touchdown run.
They don't have a big playmaker. Yeah, exactly. They may be able to hear us. Are they next door? Is that them over there?
They might be.
Yeah.
They might be. 2nd and 11 coming up for Westside. 1 wide receiver, 3 backs in the backfield. Here's the pitch to McPherson, running to his left. He hits the gap at the 35. Will fall forward for a gain of about 4. I'm going to say 3rd and 9 coming up. Make it a gain of about 3.
You still got plenty of weapons in the arsenal here. Don't try to do too much.
You look at the replay there. So 3rd and 9 coming up. Clock ticking under 7 minutes now. Play clock at 20. Probably milk it down to about 10 before they get ready to snap it. We'll see what they do here. 1 wide receiver for Garner. McPherson is in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Ray. Ray runs into his own blocker, still finds the gap to run through, makes his way to the 40. That's where he's going to be pushed backwards. Let's see where they stop his forward progress. Looks like it'll be right at the 40, Blake. That'll bring up 4th and short.
See what they do here. You got to think they got to punt it away. They've got a good punter. McPherson can flip the field right here. If you can pin them down somewhere inside of the 20, their backs are still against the wall. Full confidence in McPherson here.
Got a couple of guys ahead of him to block for him. And he lays a good foot on it. A nice high punt. And it'll take a Warrior roll inside the 30 down to the 28. 5:54 left to play in the 4th. A long way to go for Cave City. 2 timeouts, only trailing by 2.
Not a bad punt. Not a bad punt at all. You get them back on their side of the field. If you're the defense, you need a stop big time here because we've talked about this. Now, Westside does have all their timeouts left, but you're not exactly the fastest moving football team. So you need a defensive stop. You get the ball back, you can probably run the clock out on them after that.
17 seconds left on the play clock for DeBon. DeBon trying to get his offense lined up on the right side. Now, a man goes in motion. Price takes the handoff. He falls forward to the 30-yard line, picking up about 2, maybe 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 coming up now for Cave City.
Look for Cave City to be more aggressive on their play calling, though, after that. I mean, they're kind of setting something up there, but they've got to be a little more aggressive on their play calling here. You can't have a quick 3 and out and just give the ball right back to Westside because you lose every bit of momentum you just had. Good stop there by the Westside D. just keep doing your thing. Again, you're still a little bit of a bend, not break here. A first down's not the worst thing in the world. Just do not give up a huge play to this Cave City team right now.
Trying to bring some pressure from the outside. There's a pitch out. Here's Taylor. Taylor stopped in the backfield, still trying to fall forward. Crosses the 30-yard line. And he may not have even picked up a yard on that one, Blake. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Good job by the Warrior defense stopping that run.
Good job stopping the run play here. If you're Cave City, again, you've got to start looking into the playbook a little bit because the Warriors are on to that. They're going to be able to stop down your run. You're probably not going to pick that up. Again, if you're Westside, you're bend, not break. You just need to stop the big play at this point. You're 3rd down. They're going to have to be aggressive. You know what they're going to throw at you. And we got to – what do we have here?
We got a flag that came out there. The play clock is still at 4. I think I just saw Coach Brunstrom shoot off the field there by Brady Johnson.
We got it.
Looked like Brady Johnson said, "We got this, Coach."
Story. I'm not messing with Danny, man. He's
3rd and 9. Here's the handoff. Price swallowed up in the backfield. 4th down coming up. And
they're going to have to punt it.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt this one away.
You got to
4th
punt
and
it
10.
and quickly, and just hope you can get a 3 and out from Westside. Use your timeouts. You do have your timeouts, so there's a chance you get the ball back, but you're going to have to punt it. They're not in an excruciatingly hurry here, which is a little bit puzzling to me, but. Yeah, punt it away. Try for a 3 and out. You need a good punt here, though. And at this point, I've not seen anything that'll indicate that they really have a good punting game. They need a big punt here.
Short punt will bounce at the 50, and it will take a bounce backwards. It'll be down at the 47.
Not exactly the punt they're hoping for.
No, not at all.
Westside's in ball control mode. You're on your side of the field. You don't have to have a score right here at this point. You need to eat clock. You need to get further into your own territory, and you can really put this game away. Again, Cave City's not a fast-moving football team. Probably doesn't have a 2-minute offense either. So at this point, you do not have to score. You need to control the football for, let's say, a minimum of 2 minutes here, and they can certainly do that.
Going to have to get it, 2, 3 first downs here. Cave City still has 2 left. McPherson takes the pitch to the right, across the 45, the 40. Now down the far sideline, still on his feet, across the 35. Where are they going to spot him out at it? It's going to be pretty close to the 30-yard line. Certainly enough to move the chains into Cave City territory. And Logan McPherson just doing what he does. Great stiff arm there on the outside. Finds the corner.
Did he stay in bounds?
He got knocked out of bounds, so that does stop the clock with 3:36 left to play.
You need to stay in bounds. You don't really have to score. You just need to run the clock, and it's all about time of possession at this point. Score would be great, but you don't have to do that. Stay in bounds on these next few plays.
McPherson up the middle now. Now he'll bounce out to the left, crosses the 30 down to the 25-yard line. It looks like the football might have came out at the end of that one, but McPherson's still hanging on to it. Saw a couple of players rush to the pile there at the end of that. Take another look at the replay here. Well, that's an old play there.
Yeah.
Sorry about
wait
that.
a second. Yeah, that's what you need though. Clock is running again. Now you're deeper into your own territory. Again, you are in very much in control of this football game at this point. You get a score, that's just a bonus. Just keep the clock, run.
Back-to-back first down runs for Logan McPherson. Here's McPherson, tripped up in the backfield on this run. Stopped just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll lose a yard. 2nd and 11 coming up.
You going to take a timeout here if you're Cave City?
I mean,
just
why
let
not?
It run. I don't.
Do
see
you wait till 3rd and 4th down?
But run clock, run for that. That's not the worst thing ever for Westside if they don't call a timeout. Just let it run because you're on your side of the field there at this point. You get the football back at your own 20. You got a long way to go.
Engel dropped the snap. He's able to pick it up and hand it off to McPherson. McPherson makes his way to the 20-yard line, and there is the timeout from Cave City to stop the clock. 2:36 left to play in the fourth quarter.
There it is. So there's your timeout. Still, so you're third down and about, 6 yards. Again, you need to stop. I mean, you got to have a stop here. At this point, it's the ball game now. You got one more timeout left to burn, and so the clock does play for you right now. But the reality of it is they're deep within their own territory, and they get that football back. So Westside is, again, they're in a perfect position. Ball control is the key. You do not have to have a score. You would not. It's not the end of the world to give the football back with them here with about a minute or so left. But you'd like one more first down to eat that clock down within a minute. Within your own territory. You're in 4-down territory at this point. You just eat the clock.
Westside breaks their huddle, coming back out on the field, trying to hold on to this 2-point lead. 28-26, 2:36 left to play. One timeout left for Cave City. Can they get a stop here on 3rd and 5? Ball spotted at the Cave City 20-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield for Engel. They go back to McPherson, running to his right. He makes a cut. Now he's inside the 15-yard line. They'll spot him what looks to be just shy of the 10, but more importantly, he moves the chains for Westside.
That's all you needed right there. You see, now they've only got one timeout left. You just hang on to the football. You'll be able to reduce the clock to the point you're probably in position to probably get a score before this is all said and done with the way they move the football. But see, now they're going to run out of timeouts on this possession, and you're going to be able to run the clock out on them as long as you keep controlling the football. Very well played last possession here by Westside to be able to eat a good amount of clock on this drive.
Yeah, they took over with about 3:47 left to play in the ball game, and we know they can eat it up really quickly. Here's Tyler Ray on the carry. Moves it down inside the 5-yard line, still on his feet, keeping those feet moving. Couldn't quite break the plane of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal coming up for Westside.
This guy, just so good, does so many things right. Gets in that huddle, wraps both arms around the football, and just keeps pushing.
Stop just shy of the end zone there.
They can punch us in, put a little exclamation point on this.
Clock ticking under 140 now. Play clock at 18. Ray is in the backfield. Cunningham and Garner in there with him. Let's see a quarterback sneak here from Engel. Nope, there's Ray. Ray into the end zone all day. Tyler Ray with another touchdown to put the nail in the coffin tonight for the Westside Warriors.
Boy, that is just Tyler Ray putting the exclamation point on this here. You've shut her down. You put the nail in the coffin. Really, barring a really fluke pass play over the top, Westside has played a terrific second half. They did everything they needed to do. They avoided mistakes, and they have won this football game on a pretty well mistake-free second half. I loved the way they came out. They had to do it. They were against the wall. Cave City hit them in the mouth right out of the gate, and they just absolutely drive the dagger right here late in this fourth quarter.
Extra point on its way through the uprights, good. So now 36-26, the score with 1:23 left to play. We're back with more right after this on Tubetown.
I'm James Finley, and I'm from Jasper, Arkansas. We came in to have my mother's service turned on, and she needed to pick a plan. They were patient, answered every question, and there were a lot of questions.
We just took our time with her and wanted to make sure she had everything she needed.
You could see that they genuinely cared about my mother.
I don't want to go into a store and be treated like just another number. That's not how we roll in Jasper. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Andy Manus, Blake Gwynn back here with you at Westside. 1:23 left to play. The Warriors continuing an excellent second half of effort here capping in a 6-play, 47-yard drive with a 1-yard rush from Tyler Ray. They lead this one 35-26. I did my math wrong a minute ago. Poor math.
This Westside team in this second half is exactly what you know they can be. They use the run so effectively. I love what they tried to do with the pass. I love what they were trying to do there. You give them another week of working on that, and that could be a really effective weapon for them. They know what they need to do now, and so I love what they did with it. But at the end of the day, it was the run game that got them. Very clean second half, and that pass play they gave up, and that just sometimes that happens. That lob pass like that, sometimes that happens. Love the second half they played.
Yeah, that shotgun formation is going to be hard to defend. This kickoff taken now outside the 30 to the 35-yard line, and the referee will stop forward progress there. And now with 1:14 left to play with and one timeout, Cave City will come out and at least try to find the end zone one more time here before the end of the ball game.
If you're Danny Brewstrom, though, you have to, when you get on that bus tonight, tell these guys they've got a lot to be proud of. They came in on Westside's homecoming against a very good, healthier Westside team than we've seen in a few weeks, and have played a really good football game. They got a lot of talent on this team, a lot to be proud of coming out of this game tonight.
Here's a pass out to Young, or excuse me, Taylor rather.
This team will win a game before the season is out. I really think so. A lot of credit. They have played a pretty clean game. It's
one
really,
turnover.
When you look at it, nobody has stopped Westside's run game. Westside has stopped themselves.
Absolutely.
In the games that they have lost. Nobody stopped their run game, so you really can't say, well, they didn't stop the run. Nobody has done that. Cave City played a clean game, a good game. In the end of the day, they just ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw in the second half with Westside. Tip of the cap, though, they need to get on the bus feeling good tonight when this is all said and done with.
Two wide receivers. DeBond's got to pick that one up off the turf, trying to avoid pressure. Just tosses it out. It's intercepted by Garner. Garner down the near sideline. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Jared Garner. Touchdown, Westside.
3 exclamation points on that one. Completely capped it off. Should not. A little bit of an ill-advised pass there. Intercepts it, the pick six. They're going to be celebrating tonight in that Westside locker room for what has been an absolutely ferocious second half on both sides of the ball.
They trailed 19-7 at halftime, and they now lead this one 41-26 with a chance to put on another extra point. Looks like they may be going for 2 here, though.
Just should have never thrown that football, but you are in desperation times if you're Cave City. You take a sack there, the ball game's probably over. So it's not, like he threw that pass in the second quarter with a lead, but just shouldn't have thrown the pass. Garner was just standing right there to take it all the way to the house.
2 points on the way. They fake to Tyler Ray. It's going to be Engel with nobody around him running the other way. 2 points good, and River Engel has now made it 43-26 with a minute left to play in this ball game. Let's go ahead and step aside one more time. We're back with the final minute of this one. You're on Tubetown.
My name is Raynessa Chandler. I am currently the manager of technical support for Ritter Communications. Ritter is like family in more ways than one. My aunt retired after 33 and a half years here, and currently I have 2 cousins that work at Ritter. We have a variety of talented individuals. They motivate us and encourage us to do the right thing. We're grateful for the opportunity to work at a place such as Ritter and to be able to help others, because that's what it's all about, serving others.
60 seconds left here in this one. Westside leading it 43-26. Taking a look at River Engel right there.
Oh, they're fired up.
Yeah, he's happy after that 2-point conversion. 43-26. All smiles on the Westside sideline. Homecoming night. And what a comeback in this second half for the Warriors.
You look at River Engel coming back from the injury, which I wasn't sure he would when he got hurt 2 weeks ago. And he is so critical. We don't call his name a lot because he's the handoff guy. But, man, he's so critical to this offense, and they have played so well tonight.
Yeah, they are just a different team when he is in the ball game. There's no doubt about it.
Take him away. We witnessed what happens when he's not in there.
2 games, absolutely we did.
And it can turn into a disaster in a hurry. Again, we're not going to call his name a lot, but he's a true field general, and he keeps this thing on the rails for them. When these guys are at full strength, they're a good football team.
Absolutely. 54 seconds left. 43-26 ball on the 30-yard line. And DeBon will come back out for Cave City under center. Sends Taylor in motion, but he'll hand it off to Wynn. Here's Wynn weaving his way through the tackles. Ran right into Tyler Ray. Tyler Ray just, laid the lumber on him. And see, Wynn is a little slow to get up here. So hopefully he is all right here with 41 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Let's go ahead and step aside for a quick break. We'll come back right after this on Tubetown. Dude.
Okay, so finding a heat and air guy has never been easy. But then I got more, and it's a whole new level of customer service. First, they show up on time, and before they arrive, I get a text with a picture of my More technician, like Uber. And my More team never leaves a mess. They treat my home like it's theirs. Google MOHR. That 5-star rating, it's for real.
You deserve more, so visit us online or call us today to schedule an appointment.
Take a look at this run here by Wynn. Right here at the end of this, it's popped by Tyler Ray. Came down, it looked like a little bit awkwardly on that left leg as well. So he is getting up and making his way off the field right now. So hopefully he is all right. Especially with the temperatures falling the way they have, it's never fun to take a lick like that. You're definitely going to feel that one in the morning just because your body's a little bit colder this time of year.
Yeah, you hope he just caught a little bit of a stinger there. He's one of their athletes on this team that can really do a lot of things. And so hopefully it's nothing serious. We'll be thinking about him here at the tail end of this game. He's played a great game out there for Cave City.
Here's a handoff, running to the left this time, right up the middle at midfield. Got a blocker ahead of him, tripped up. Right on the other side of the 50 is Dylan Holt. Made his way down near the 45-yard line. Nice little run here with 25 seconds left to play in the ball game.
Looked like Kessler Engel there. Good open field tackle. Good open, he was one guy between him and the end zone, and he made a tackle late in the game, still playing hard back there.
Cave City ready to go here. 25 seconds left. There's another handoff. Brought down from behind, and I think that's Brady Johnson on the tackle. Flag comes flying out at the end of that, stopping the clock with 15 seconds left to play. And they're going to say that's a horse collar tackle. It looked to me like Brady Johnson got him pretty cleanly there, but I'd like to see another look on the replay if we have that one. Looked like he just kind of had him wrapped up with both hands. Let's see if he gets inside the... it might have had that left hand inside the shirt collar there.
Yeah,
so good eye by the official.
Good have.
First time we've called Brady Johnson's name tonight. Been a little bit quiet. Seen him in there on a couple of plays, but he had a big play last week in the backfield. Here's a handoff. Another handoff. A little double handoff there, and that should end it here. With 5 seconds and counting, Cave City trying to get back up to spike it for one more play. They're not going to get there. 000 on the scoreboard. Westside victorious on homecoming night against Cave City. 43-26, the final score here at Warrior Stadium in this conference matchup. Hard-fought game between both of these teams, but the Warriors victorious on homecoming night.
Very deserving after the second half that they played. The final score doesn't completely reflect how good of a game we just watched between these two teams. But on the whole, Westside came out in the second half and just absolutely dominated every aspect of the game. Like I said, gave up the little bit of a fluke touchdown with that lob pass, but the cleanest game I think I've seen Westside play to date. One little mistake in the first half that did cost them, but they recover. They come out of the locker room ready to roll, and they beat a Cave City team who came out ready to play tonight. Give a lot of credit to both these teams. What a great game we just watched. So much fun to watch these teams come out here and compete. But Westside, at the end of the day, with a great second half.
They trailed 19-7 after the first 2 quarters. They come out and outscore Cave City 36-7 in the second half. I don't know what the message was at halftime, but Coach Engel had this team fired up. Kessler Engel came out, and you said it was an absolute field general.
It was, and I think what we saw in that second half is everything that this Westside team can be when they are at full strength and they are playing their game. They looked well coached, which you know they are. They looked like they were experienced out there. They managed the clock well. They managed the time of possession well. They played good defense. And in the end of the day, they come out victorious and are rewarded against a Cave City team that you're going to look up and say they beat a team that's now 0-7, but that team is a lot better than that record reflects. That is a good victory for Westside tonight.
No, you said it. I think Cave City is going to find a victory before the year is out. Only a few weeks left in this season, but they've played outstanding so far this season. So Westside now 5-2 on the year. They are 3-1 in the 3-4A. So the conference standings going to be really interesting to pay attention to after tonight. Still tight in this division.
You know, it always seems like in a lot of your conferences, it's pretty easy to mark up after these weeks here where it's at. The 3-4A is always jumbled up. Westside's always in the mix. They're going to be right in the middle of the mix. If they keep playing like this and stay healthy, they are a competitor for the entire thing, and they're certainly a team that can compete in the playoffs. If the team we saw in the second half can come out night in and night out, I love the way this team competed. I love them with River Engel being the field general, with McPherson and Ray in the backfield. I love what they can do. Nobody has stopped their run game yet when they're at full steam.
Again, the final score, 43-26. Make sure you join us next Friday night. We're going to be traveling down the road to Wilson as the Westside Warriors will take on the Rivercrest Colts in a conference matchup. That one is going to be a fun one to be a part of. Make sure you join us. A big thanks to all of our crew tonight, including our field cam operator, Chase Weeks. Big shout out to him for some great camera work. Of course, great camera work by our guys, Richard and Nathan, as well. Big thanks to all of our guys down in the production truck. Of course, our executive producer, Marcus Carlton. For Blake Gwynn, I'm Andy Manis saying so long from Warrior Stadium. We're out of here tonight. Everybody have a great Friday week.
More Air Conditioning presents Westside Warrior Football on Tubetown. Sponsored in part by Denver's Refrigeration, Max Garage, Ace Sports, and First National Bank.